Y'all media supports everything that is being said by the Savage section. You know how they be like, yo, we don't double that message. You know what I'm saying? When they be like, we don't sponsor that message. We sponsor all those messages, bro. Anything the Savage section says is right with me, bro. Podcast, your boy ERI95. I'm shaped like a MacBook Pro. Saw you something. He's bald. Still, this fucking guy is bald, bro. Gets on my nerves. He look like a fucking turtle. But anyway, you ever seen not Arthur? Was it Franklin?
This is how we're starting.
My son is hating Franklin.
Let's go.
Oh, yo.
I'm with tie-dye.
Franklin.
You got on tie-dye.
Franklin. Show Franklin. Oh. Wow.
We're keeping all of this.
Everybody, welcome Mike to the building. Yeah. Mike, everything you touch turns to shit. How you doing?
Come on, nigga. I'm not even here right now, I promise.
No, man, yo, we had to bring this shit, you know what I'm saying, to season 2, bro. Like, we're trying to have fun with it. We're trying to get the interviews that we need, but we also really trying to have fun with it, because bro, I really don't like people like that, dude. So if I got you on this show, I fucks with you to a certain extent. This guy to the right of me, I love him to death, bro, but he don't answer my calls for shit. This nigga's harder to get in contact with than Obama, B. I've gotten 3 phone calls with Bad Bunny in the past 2 weeks, and I can't get in contact with this guy right here. Do not start, Sawyer. At the end of the day, man, we had to get this shit started right. This is season 2. This is one of the heaviest hitters from New England. Honestly, I think one of the, dare I say, bro, one of the pioneers from New England when it comes to this battle rap shit. Honestly, bro, like I think he's one of the first people I've noticed from out here doing this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, man, Hazey C. Williams is in the building.
This is the first 2 minutes. Okay.
We gotta get you right. How you feeling today, bro?
Right. I'm here, so let's go.
Right, that's what I'm saying. How you feeling today, Sloth Industries?
I feel good. I feel good. Repping the brand.
Repping the brand.
Repping the brand.
Yeah, how long you been battling for, bro?
I've been battling for gotta be over 10 years now.
Over 10 years?
I think we picked that mark. If not, we'll be very close.
You remember your first battle?
My first real battle.
I'm about to say official or unofficial, because I know, you know what I'm saying? You could be having battles in school or shit like that.
It might be both. I remember a lot of the unofficial. I love growing up. I love my childhood. But official, yeah, I remember the first official battle.
What was it?
Rage Court. Sub-Zero DVD. Hazey vs. Rhino. Yeah, I remember that. Just jumped off the course.
The DVD era too, bro. Like, I'm happy to understand the DVD era.
So was not the R-Bar. It was something.
The R-Bar was in New Haven.
Nah, yeah, R-Bar was in New Haven. That was Kendall. I'm trying to remember though, because it was the Bikini Bike Fest. I was.
Yeah.
I was fantastic.
You battled there before?
Nah, I never. I wasn't battling on camera, but I was battling this shit.
This guy.
Let's see if you remember. And I put it together.
Full-fledged.
Yo, shout out to MI, man. Yo, he's still out here, full-fledged.
He is.
Yeah, man. So, what inspired you to battle? You know, because everybody has a path. You know, especially when it comes to hip hop, or you know, some people start off as DJs. They venture off into being rappers. Some niggas is graffiti artists. They turn into DJs. You know, all kinds of different ways.
And honestly, I think I did the battling thing because organically I liked it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm growing up. My uncle had all the DVDs, the Smacks. He had old Fight Club battles on DVD. I don't know how he was getting it. Feel me?
That's when Cardi B.
But I'm filming. So I'm watching that. I'm getting busy on city buses, school buses, you know, outside.
Yeah.
That time.
Real shit.
When I started doing this type of battle rap, we gonna keep drop Oscar Black, yo.
When I got Oscar Black, man, YaooItzaPodcast. He's a YaooItzaPodcast alumni as well, man.
So he started with the first battle, but it was really the second battle. Because the second battle was probably a year and a half later. That was the R-Bar. That was me and K. Kendall.
Okay.
Oscar Black asked me to do that battle because he had battled Kendo back in the day. I remember that. I was in Boston at the time.
Okay, the R-Bar battle.
Battling back then?
Who else was on that card?
Younger was on that card.
Okay.
I believe Simi was on that card.
All right.
Oh my God. Oh, that was.
That's a long time ago, man. Because I remember one time, I think I was at the R-Bar and it had some kind of battle event, but I think Matt Ills was there, and DNA was walking around trying to sell a CD.
Really?
Yeah, that's how long ago that was. DNA was, I guess, I put out a mixtape.
Matt Ills was there.
Yeah.
It was probably Connecticut Battle League.
Okay.
It was probably
CBL.
Yep, CBL.
That's pre-iBattle for y'all that don't know.
100.
It was CBL, Connecticut Battle League before it was iBattle.
This is pre-CBL. This is LOM. So, whatever entity of LOM you want to call it. That battle with me and Kendall, Hollow and Cortez hosted that battle.
Oh, okay.
And they put the battery in my battle. Because I battled Kendall and I'm just some nigga. Yeah, I did it outside playing with niggas around the way. But I watched them on YouTube. I watched them on World Star. This is this is where URL was then. Because I don't really think it was YouTube like that for real for me. The World Star.
World Star. On that old 809 shit.
You knew it was viral back then, bro. Even down in the battles, you would watch a clip of a viral battle and it made you want to go find that battle.
I never
follow the artist.
Because it's so small, but it probably really made me do this shit. They say, yo, I can see you opening up one of these smack cards. That's it. That's it. That's word. While I was doing music, I was recording. I was filming. I was chasing that dream in a sense. But the battle world started moving faster. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Once that shit stepped into YouTube, it just started became more popularized. A lot of people started doing it. You had what was that? Battle raps and history shit that started. Like a lot of shit happened with the beginning of the YouTube era that they played a lot on battle rap.
So
now they
like the rap battles or some shit.
Yeah. I think battle was a history.
It'll be Thomas Edison versus Mark Twain or some shit like that. Nikola Tesla or some shit.
Yeah. So it started moving really fast, a lot faster. In the way the content actually was worth something back then, it wasn't microwave era. It dropped. They watched
round by round two sometimes.
Feel me? They talked about it. It was Could
you imagine if that shit? Niggas would go fucking crazy if they had if a 3-round battle happened and you got round 1 and then 2 weeks later you got round 2 and then 3 weeks later or a month you got the whole complete. You got the third round complete.
Smack DVD. Or you had that time that you buy a Smack DVD and just get the promo or the trailer.
It wasn't 2,000 people on Twitter and Facebook telling you who won them battles.
That's a fucking fact. But you know what's crazy? If niggas did that shit, it would keep the relevance up for battles nowadays. Because you could put a whole battle out tomorrow and you might have 10 days to promo the fuck out that shit or for it to have its relevance if something wild happened in it and then niggas is over that shit to the next thing. Everything is like, what homie say? Jeff Gunn in the other episode, he was like, everything is fast food records nowadays. It's the same thing with battle rap. I mean, you need to digest it, shit it out in a very short amount of time. It's on to the next thing. Sustenance.
Not from that. Not from that. They had to turn the oven on. They had to missing plies, measure cups, everything to get what it was back then right. So
So, if I could ask, back then, what was your persona like? Like, what was your aim? Once you jumped into battle rap and you was like, okay, yeah, I'm on this shit now. So what was your goal? Or who was you trying to be?
Okay, so understand that at this point we are 2 years in and 2 battles in. Okay. So I am in no way taking this serious up until that moment after that battle of them saying, yo, I can see you doing this. I'm still in Boston. Let's figure out my surroundings. Chilla Jones. That was the first name that popped up. That is, the years will coincide. Where when I was battling Kendall, he should have been battling Flames if I'm not mistaken. So he was getting his.
Out in the state Flames.
The Shark Tank. I'm in Boston. That's the backyard. That would be I guess you could say my first league for real.
Yeah.
MI had showed me mad love. LOM showed me love for what it was. But the Shark Tank was me saying yeah. And that's the original Shark Tank.
Big
Flames,
Black Heart Adonis.
But when I mean it moved faster, like if you think about doing music for years, so 4 years, say recording songs, local showcase, recording songs, local show,
4 years.
rinse and repeat, 4 years.
Yeah.
My next 4 battles happened in 2 months after that moment of showcase.
It's crazy.
Was you that more like, was you in that kind of bag, that kind of frame at that time? That it was just something you put in front of me?
I want to do it. I got to do it at a certain level that I've never done it. I'm jumping off the porch with this. We just all in it. And I was motivated enough to do so. So they say like, you know the way booking battles work, time is everything changes, right?
Yeah.
So I say I got booked for my first battle in June, but it doesn't happen until October. And then I got booked for the first battle I actually did that year in September for the first week of October. Now I got 2 battles the first 2 weeks of October with Steady Time to Write for them. And that was, memory books. Grind Time New England. It existed for maybe a year, maybe 2 years. Grind Time New England existed, facts. Or Grind Time Boston, however they were wording it there.
Okay.
Killer battled on there, 40 battled on there. Yeah, I remember that. And I battled Maroney Boy.
Maroney,
not Maroney though. It wasn't Maroney. His boy. What's his boy? He always be with him, the little skinny kid.
Yeah, yo.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm doing you like this because I'm sure you did.
Nah, fuck that. We're not gonna do that.
Good.
Keep going.
We're going to research.
Yeah.
Alright, so boom. Grind Time New England, first week October. Shark Tank the second week October. Vic Cousin Spade, Flame Cousin Spade. Then Maroney. 2 weeks after that, the end of October. Book right after that shit. It was just go. It was a go. It was fun back then too. Yeah.
What's your most fun battle so far?
My first just fun battle.
Yeah, like you just had fun, bro. Like, cause I've watched a few of your battles that like, alright, this, and we're gonna get into it later. We're not gonna talk about it right now, but there's a lot of controversy, you know what I'm saying? Towards the ending, like not because you're still going now, but like towards the ending part of your career, these last couple of years, there's been more controversy than let's just hear this motherfucker rap. But I feel like some of your beginning battles that I've watched, I see you laughing more, having more of a good time, telling your opponent that they had something fire to say. You know what I mean? Like I would peep that, but then later on in your years, I seen you get real like more serious. Like, nah, dog, you a bag. You know what I'm saying? Because and again, I understand what the whole situation that happened. We'll talk about, but again,
what if I
what
said
was your most?
What if I said the fun might have been more in the bag one?
Of course, it's established.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah,
it was fun beginning the battle, starting the battle. Yeah, this is a hobby.
Hush.
617.
Hush. I didn't want to leave you out, fam. We want to do
No, facts. Because that happened. Hey, put this in perspective. Every battle that happened within Grind Time New England, the names, if you will, the Killers, the 40s, the Hazeys, all them battles went to overtime for some reason. So it was very interesting to me. I was always so, moved by that. But it was a different time back then, so it is what it is. Yeah.
So, back in the day, right, around this time, you know, we talking about what, the 09, 20, no. We're going to say like anywhere between like 2011 and 2012. You had like, to me, from what I can see in the scene, you had like a persona of like a villain. You know what I'm saying? Like there was certain people either that you felt that was ducking you or that was trying to play you. So you was on niggas' necks because you was really doing like the real battle rap promo type shit that niggas do the crazy now. It's like, because niggas wasn't doing that then. So you was really like trolling niggas, doing blogs and shit like that.
There had to be a story. Battles had to make sense. I don't think it depending on where you started battling within battle rap for the younger, the newer crowd, you couldn't just book so and so versus so and so and just that wasn't really it, You wasn't like you can do it. Don't get me wrong, it got done, but they ain't really go nowhere. It ain't really turn into nothing. Put your best foot forward and make niggas want to watch you. I wasn't the bad guy, but if y'all said I was the bad guy, I ran with it.
Yeah.
Think about what I'm saying. Yo. My first 4 battles was in 2 months, in 1 year. Them the only battles I did. Nope, I did one more battle. I did 5 battles. 3, 4, 5. Yep, I did 5 battles that year from October to the end of the year. And that marked me being the bad guy. That's the only work they had besides the other 2 years of battles.
Yeah.
It was that and this.
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy. Word. Well, they see I'm working hard. I'm doing all these battles in a row. So other leagues outside of here is watching that, and I'm just gonna wear it. I'm the bad guy. Can't touch me. Can't. Yeah.
That's enough. They make you the heel, bro. That's the fans made him the heel, basically.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and that shit low key is ahead of its time. I think the only other person, I mean, niggas was doing that, but somebody that really did that to me was Verb. Verb was really, and I remember, you know what I'm saying, the 2014 shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had my run-ins with Verb.
Yeah,
So was that 2014 shit?
Wait, that's moving. We're still in like 2011, 2012. Like, I remember you was booked to battle Gage at one point.
I was. That shit.
And that's why I remember the promo and shit. And I was like, yo, nobody's doing this shit. So at the time, I'm like, yo, is this real?
That should have fit in the schedule. That should have been my second or third battle.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember if it should have been Gage instead of Kendall,
Yeah.
or I think it was Kendall and it was supposed to be Gage battle.
See, this when people, it's like, that's how Gage was outside. As far as Connecticut, Gage is outside. It's like, when Pop is still active now, but when Pop was young, Pop was active, Bangs was outside, Black, Q the General was running around, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as New Haven was active, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Connecticut was very active. Connecticut was very, very active. Now it's like you gotta go outside, but that's another story. But Connecticut was very, very active as far as the battle rap scene, man. For real, man.
I mean, you gotta think about it from like that. You gotta think about it from that perspective of trying to stand out. You're going to a place that, not to everybody know I'm from the Bronx, but it's not something like really bad, like on some crazy shit, but like when everybody thinks about battle rap, they think about Smack DVD, they think about where the Smack DVD come from.
Right.
New York, you know what I mean? So then you think about somebody like A-Bird coming in from the Midwest. Ain't nobody checking on the Midwest. We would check on Connecticut before we check on the Midwest, honestly. So you coming from the Midwest, what are you gonna do? You gotta make yourself stand out. You gotta do something to become that guy.
So again, I'm just a kid in the hood, turning on his computer, clicking wild stuff.
Shit, Younger too, my bad. Younger been around.
Younger has been around. He got way more battles than a
I think he was like Chet's second battle, right?
He's next up.
Yeah, I think he was Chet. I want to say he was Chet's second battle, second or third battle.
So when I think about battle rap, if y'all just say battle rap, Smack DVD, Blue Collar Television.
Shout to Blue Collar.
Forgot about Blue Collar.
Bang his hat. Shout to Jay Dice. How could I forget Jay Dice, yo? It's so long ago, and it's so many people, man.
Street Status, Block City.
Yeah, Block City. Yeah.
Like,
I ain't no street sides.
there are a lot of leagues out right now that are after me that I haven't touched on, so I would feel out of place mentioning or not mentioning them. You know what I mean? But like, then we go hard, and like, I'm just thinking of like battle rap where it's like zone in. These leagues made you feel like, yeah, you look here, you gotta take this a little different. You know what I mean? And, yeah, Blue Collar, I definitely felt like that without battling it, just watching that shit.
Yeah, it was raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
How about the culture part, like, you know what I'm saying, like backstage? I've been to like maybe, you know, like 2, maybe 3 leagues with you. When I go to like different leagues, I notice it's a different setup in the back. I'm not talking about just the place and how things are placed at, but like just their staff, the way people move, the way people treat their artists and all that. Because at the end of the day, you're showing up to a podcast, you're gonna be an artist, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're one of the featured artists, people pay to see you. Whatever capacity it is, like they pay to see you. So what place have you been working at that you're like, I would say like maybe 2 or 3 places that you feel like out of these leagues, like yo, these are like my favorite places to have actually done work at. This place is cool, like
Just good business.
yeah, good business, good vibes. You come in there, you're doing your job, there ain't no extra shit happening on the side.
You know, I feel like this is jumping into the future.
It is.
Because back battle rap 10 years ago, nigga, it was still kind of the wild, wild west.
Everywhere though?
It still was kind of wild. Now it's a lot more shaped.
But every league though?
Back then,
No, but understand.
back then it was everything was still newer. Like,
Nah, I get you. What I'm saying was they're not up on no league like that kind of sat back. Like I'm not talking about just smacking you up. I'm talking about like a league that sat there and said like,
Good
yo,
business
we're
is
gonna
good
treat our guys
business.
right.
Good business is good business. No matter the year, the time, the moment, good business is good business.
That's-
So I
that's a
could,
fact.
so throughout the years, if I could just touch on, a lot of leagues did just good business. Block City did great business for me. Every league, and it's mad that I have to split it like this, but the battles that I've done in Ohio, for whoever did part in the business behind them, thank you. That was great business. Like it's not necessarily, it's not the ones you would think. Feel me? There is no business behind the work that I might have done for iBattle as far as me being a businessman to sit at the table with them. Yo, I need blah 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 blah. Nah, because that was the crib.
Yeah.
So it was really, yo, just put something there and I'ma go. And they know what level I'm on.
Yeah.
They want to put something there that can go. Feel me? So all the road work, I don't think I've ever really dealt with a league that it was bad business. Like I've never had to worry about where my money at, where's my flight.
Yeah.
Feel me? Nah. I've never been disrespected like that.
Because now you can work on your artistry at that point and not have to worry about that. Can I take care of that? Like that's fire.
Nah, and it happens, and God bless. What's the boy name? He just battled in the one of the tournaments, one of the URL tournaments.
Where you from?
Oh man, why am I losing this? Yeah, he battled Slade too. He's a heavy, not Big T. Light skinned boy about to make me go to Twitter. He was just stuck in London, bro.
Oh, Bose again?
Bose the Gambino, yeah.
Oh, the Gambino? Look, we drinking tequila, my nigga. It's no disrespect. It's no disrespect.
It's 3 in the afternoon too, gang.
Bullshit to you, because I ain't say nothing about the bullshit or nothing.
I hope that situation panned out too. Because that's a fucked up situation. We stuck over there in the hole. I watched the whole, I think it was a 27, 28 minute live between him and Angry Fan and shit. I watched the whole shit. That's a fucked up situation he was in. He was over there to do business. And even though the business was good, but there was some kind of discrepancy. And he got stuck up there.
And you know what?
That shit was wild, man.
We are going ahead of ourselves and it's leading me to lead things.
Yeah.
No, there is one instance. There was a battle that should have happened in Florida. Somewhere in Florida, so Paul and so. But that did not go down. But I didn't get on a flight. I'm not taking that chance. Feel me? So when business started falling through, you have breached contract and I don't gotta perform. So that did go my one instance of bad business. But aside from that, I've really never had to worry. And hey man, when you got the right people that understand business around you, you won't have to worry. You gotta understand how to approach what you're approaching.
So this before you became headline Hazey.
All the leagues are saying the battle rappers are saying I'm the bad guy. Because that's what we was talking about. It's ilk of battle rappers saying I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
And then we bubble it into New England. And then we really bubble it into Connecticut.
Yeah, man.
Because it wasn't necessarily Mass or Providence or, feel me?
That's a fact.
So it was Connecticut.
Yes, it was.
And as soon as I stepped foot out of Connecticut, going onward, New York, South, West, whatever, I was not the bad guy. Feel me? So, however the rappers may look at you, that is not necessarily how the business will look at you, how the leagues and how to make this, no way.
So between 2009, 2010, 2011, you know what I'm saying, coming up, now it's the thing, it's like when it's comparative to music, it's like, okay, music you can do such and such and such in this amount of time, and battle rap, it would just be in their fast track. Things happen at a more escalated level, more accelerated level. So let's talk about your introduction to iBattle, how you became a part of the roster, you know what I'm saying, becoming a part of the staff, and talk about your time there.
There are still years between me being staff and then iBattle, was just me being introduced to iBattle. Because I was not introduced
to what year was your debut?
2000 that is a very good question. And I know this much is the same year I battled Spade, Maroney, Rod.
Spade from where?
Spade, Spade, Flames, and the Vic's cousin when they were J-Side.
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 B Vic is Vic Wallace for y'all.
Vic
Y'all don't
Wallace,
know.
right.
B Vic is Vic Wallace for y'all. This nigga's he been around.
Oh my God.
He been around a long time.
Okay. Vic Wallace. So this is younger Vic.
This when Interstate was the big homie.
You know what I mean?
Interstate was the big homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was one of their.
Shout out to him, yo.
This was one of their shooters, J-Side,
Mm-hmm.
and that was early Shark Tank. That was early Shark Tank.
That's why I don't know why 2013 keeps bubbling up in my head.
2013 is a while from that. If I'm really
Word. So it's earlier than that?
Yeah, because alright. So my debut to iBattle, for whatever year that was, and we gonna find it at some point.
What was the first battle?
Bandana Boogie from Brooklyn Mike Club.
Bandana Boogie?
Bandana Boogie.
Bandana Boogie.
Bandana Boogie. Right.
Yeah.
Now for everybody who jumped in battle rap at a certain year.
Huh?
I heard of him once or twice. I just always hated his fucking name.
Bandana Boogie.
That's
He
what
nice.
God,
Yeah, he's nice.
He's
Yeah.
nice, and I always hated his fucking name with a passion. You ever seen somebody that you're like, yo, this nigga could sing, but I hate Bad Bunny. I don't know, yo, makes great fucking music, but I hate his outfits, B, or I hate this little shit that he calls himself in between. Like, yeah, that was him, bro. Great. But it's just your name. It's just like annoying, B. That's all right.
Wherever he is, yo, he was part of battle rap when it was a competitive sport.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. But that was my introduction to iBattle. And I wasn't on the roster at that point. They just booked me to do a battle. I think I got really more introduced through Shark Tank, actually, yeah. Through Shark Tank. NASDAQ Ness,
Yeah.
who goes on to become staff for iBattle,
Shout out to Ness, man.
right?
Thanks.
Battles on Shark Tank. And that's how I get introduced to Nazi.
Yeah.
And as this interview progresses, you will see, for some reason, talented individuals. And talent just attracts talent, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So I probably linked up with Nazi from that. And Nazi brought me inside battle more so to be on that roster. You feel me? So, yeah, my introduction to iBattle was just, yo, I got booked and, paid to be there. That was just a kid. That was, me trying to keep moving forward. 4 or 5 battles in whatever months, and then King of the Ring. There was a King of the Ring.
Yeah, there was.
There was a King of the Ring.
I think was Vega was part of that, right? Yeah. King of the Ring. Yeah. See, niggas don't know they motherfucking history, man.
Hey, in the same way battle rap move faster than the music. Right. So battle rap move faster than the music.
Yes, it does.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
It's crazy.
And Queen of the Ring move faster than King of the Ring.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's why you break it up now. It's like, oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. But it's just Rock Cities and Smacks and
You gotta know what all of them. Queen of the Ring is kind of just in their own lane at that moment.
yeah. So King of the Ring happened, and I'm really trying to stay. I want to keep it in the right order, right? And I say that's probably where I started. Say getting into a rhythm. Getting into a rhythm. Because I think Newborn was right after that. And that's probably like a checkpoint. And that's why 2012 and 2013 and 2014 stand out to me. Because that was the checkpoint. That was, word. That was a learning experience.
That was a different time. You know what I'm saying? I think you had 16 bars around.
Hey.
Yo, Spitters League, Bloody Knuckles. Yo, I always love pushbacks, man.
This question ain't even for you, gang. No disrespect. When was the first time you heard Hazey? Because I understand y'all cool outside of battle.
It had to be 2011 to 2012. This chick I was dating at the time. She put me on to some. It was my toxicity, nigga. I said, niggas say, yo, when niggas block women, it's sassy. No, nigga, protect your fucking peace, nigga. Fuck. Hey, you niggas not moving by, because it's a Facebook status is cool, nigga. Fuck everybody, nigga.
I'm at Doxy. They can bring it this way.
Listen. Alright, so boom. So this is what I'm saying, it's toxic shit. So when we was on a break or whatever, and some nigga that she was dealing with was a battle rapper.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You would have smoked that nigga boots too.
She had a type.
You would have smoked that nigga boots
No,
too,
she didn't,
right?
she didn't.
Yeah, you would have smoked his boots though.
She didn't have
You
a
would have
type.
smoked his boots though.
She didn't have a type. So the nigga name was Nodik.
Oh, that's LO1.
Yes.
Oh,
Nodik.
yeah.
Was it Nodik the boss?
He was.
Not okay, Nodik. She was dating a nigga, sure. Whatever the fuck. But a nigga named Nodik.
Gotcha.
And I remember seeing all these blogs with you when you were supposed to battle Gage and battle certain kind of people and shit like that.
Right.
So that's how I got put on the Hazey and shit, like trolling niggas and taunting niggas and shit like that. Shit that niggas do now that's damn near mandatory to sell.
I was about to say, you got your face off, you got your everything. Yeah.
Like he was doing that then. But niggas was on some shit where they wasn't playing.
Yeah.
But he was, you know what I'm saying, 99 boo boo. You know what I'm saying? I still beat y'all niggas, y'all can't rap with me. That kind of shit. Like, the shit I'm telling you, it was a precursor to the shit that they do now. Niggas was not on that kind of shit because
So
that wasn't the landscape. When it becomes the landscape, then it's cool to do.
No,
But
no,
when
that,
you do
that was the landscape.
So niggas get paid right now to do what Hazey was doing.
not all over
You
them.
know why that was the landscape? Because there was only one level up from just being on the streets trying to do this, being in one of these little local leagues trying to do this, and that was smack or grind time for a minute before that transition to King of the Dot.
Yeah.
Either way, there was one level up where, bruh, that was the landscape. What are they doing? What are they doing that's garnering attention, making them, feel me? Pay attention.
Can you not birthday guy?
But for real though,
Oh, weeds, man.
pay attention to that shit. This is what they were doing. All right. Well, I'm just about to try to emulate success for a minute. So if you got to be out there to do it, yeah, I threw myself out there.
Yeah.
I did not understand it. The what battle rap is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was not very safe. Just throwing myself out there.
Yeah, yo, nigga.
I'm not
I'm
gonna be the
telling
one to
you,
not say
Fuck
it.
all that. Hell yeah.
Nigga.
No, listen, it was very unsafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm here, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
That's
But,
a fact.
Yeah.
So you came to iBattle what, like 2013, 2014, somewhere around there? In between that time?
I'd have to say like,
So
probably like 2012, 2012.
That's what I'm thinking, like 2012,
2012. I think Newborn was 2012, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
okay.
If I'm not
But
mistaken,
you're not a part of
I
the
think
staff.
it
You
was
just
2012. No, I'm just a
here.
rapper.
You just here. Okay.
Mhm.
Just battling that ship. There were a lot of pieces in play, but the standout would really be probably Nazi for what he was doing. That's what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Sesamil, for those who remember
Shout out to
Sesamil.
Sesamil,
We're
man.
going back in the time.
And for real, we in a time machine for real.
It's Hayes C. Williams Day. If y'all haven't noticed online, bro, it's Hayes C. Williams Day. We're gonna go with his face, bro. It's a bit.
Yeah, this was the Connecticut
Same
High Battle.
explosion, bro.
I'm surprised you don't even your fucking your battle intro just off rip.
Flies, niggas is big.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait,
When he
Beginning.
started selling Biggie
we
fries.
get to it. There's still a lot of shit we ain't talking about.
Hell
We
yeah.
wanna
You know
go
what I'm
there.
saying? But still, we gotta do the cross, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
niggas to do the knowledge, do the history, you know what I'm saying? So
Our
you
battle
became-
was amazing.
yeah, so iBattle goes from goes from Connecticut Battle League, CBL to iBattle.
Right.
They grow, they crawl, you crawl, eventually you have a battle on the league and you battle some names.
Yeah.
And then eventually you become staff. So
Also keep
Yeah.
in mind, Shark Tank closed
Yeah, that's right.
in the midst of all this happening.
Mhm.
So you looking for a new home anyway?
Not even looking for a new home, but I had whoever's blessing I would have needed that
Open.
to just go
freelance.
do
Yeah.
whatever.
You looking for
Independent
whatever at that
contract.
point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So transitioned into iBattle, and I became staff probably 3 years after the fact, maybe. Maybe 3 years after
That was
the
like
fact.
90
2015?
handful of battles then.
2015, 2016.
Because at the rate that you battling, that had to be a nice handful of battles. Like,
No.
how many battles did you have?
No, because all right, so understand that, and we're talking about iBattle Connecticut. I have to make this clear because
iBattle
we're
16.
going back in
No,
time.
iBattle Worldwide.
iBattle Worldwide,
That was
the
iBattle 16.
original
Yeah.
iBattle record.
Okay.
Alright. The artists that they understood, or they saw that spark in, right?
Yeah.
They saw that in that potential in. you had to understand, yo, it wasn't just gonna get built at home.
Yeah.
It's not happening just here. You can't battle 30 times here and be one of them. Go get out there. So yes, I battled at the crib, but those were very, very picked spots. I'm gonna battle here, this type, I'm gonna battle. Feel me? It wasn't just a book me for the next card. Because I was trying to be out there, get me somewhere else.
Yeah.
As soon as I realized I could travel off of this and not have to spend my money,
It get different.
it gets very, very different, and I didn't want to waste that at all.
Yeah.
Feel me? So yeah, nah. But iBattle was home. If you were on the road, you very much knew I was iBattle.
Yeah.
Going into somebody else's house.
That's a fact.
You feel me? Yeah.
I feel like some of your biggest battles and moments came out of our battle.
I feel like some of my best learning experiences probably came out of iBattle. Definitely. My biggest battle probably came out of iBattle. My most important battle probably came out of iBattle. Violence Cap. Press Mafia.
Yeah.
Violence Cap. Press Mafia.
That's when press was hot, nigga.
Yeah.
That's when press was hot, nigga.
Yeah. Press.
He came out with Connecticut and had to fight.
See,
It was
I
out.
What was he Connecticut?
No,
I don't know where the venue was.
think it was in Waterbury.
Waterbury?
I think it was in Waterbury.
I think they just hadn't been out there. So
that battle, bro?
Bro, Excel was the only one I got to battle in Hartford.
I was going to battle events here and there back then. I wasn't in the scene, but I was going to battle rap.
Yeah, no, this fill in the blanks a lot for them too on certain shit. Yeah, no, so yo, alright. Home fights, because they say Connecticut is home, but Hartford is home. Excel's my only home fight. Excel's the only battle I got in Hartford.
Yeah, that's
That's your home.
And it was outside.
That's where it's like, yeah.
Home. We outside in front of the pizza spot where niggas die at.
Yeah, that's
Home.
different.
Home.
Oh, bro, niggas take me to Manhattan and go, you home, dog. I'm not home until I'm shooting in the Bronx, bro. That's a big difference. So I get it.
I'm sure Brooklyn is more comfortable in Brooklyn, so on and so forth. Word. I love everybody.
You love the Bronx, bro.
I do, but I love everybody.
I still haven't been to City Island yet.
Because you did that to yourself, bro. You went to the Bronx with me. I offered you a spot to get a chopped cheese. The minute you talked about the chopped cheese, you know what he tells me?
Niggas brought me to Park.
Nah, he was basically in sound. So this nigga comes out and he goes, we was going out there, he was watching wrestling. He goes, oh, yeah, but I gotta go to a place with a fire chopped cheese. Me and my little cousin at the same time. No, we'll take you to a place right now. His whole demeanor changes and he goes, well, you mean I'm not really that hungry.
I wasn't hungry. Nigga, like I'm gonna get a chopped cheese at 7 o'clock. And eat the same chopped cheese at 10?
Hazey.
Nigga, nah.
That's like walking into
What the fuck, nigga? I want my shit hot. Now,
you in the Bronx.
Oh.
So that's like taking somebody. Yo, we went to the buffet. That's like taking.
That's like, they got fire seafood out. We gonna eat seafood.
I always wanted to eat that food,
We gonna still get
so
2 hours
badly.
later.
Well, nigga, grab a plate. Here you go. Well, I'm not hungry right now, so
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
nigga.
do it. That's what he did to us.
Yeah,
We took him
nigga.
to the Bronx. And he was just, I'm not really hungry right now.
Exactly. We brought up the chopped cheese. I wasn't ready for it though.
And you got the little dessert plate. The
Absolutely.
little small plate. You just put the
Nah, he
cookies
got it.
on
No. This motherfucker got a piece. You know how he got the blocks of Jello?
Oh, he got
He
the
took
little
a block of Jello
Oh.
and put it. That's what he did
Oh.
basically.
What this nigga
Instead
said?
of-
Hold on.
It's an
This sound fake.
It's an anomaly. What's the word that they use? It's an
Analogy.
Analogy.
Yeah, analogy.
They basically said,
This is an example. Anomaly.
It still could be an anomaly.
What, nigga?
I know.
Spin it.
Bang bang.
Bing bang.
yo, shout out to the director.
Yeah.
Now, yo, big happy birthday to the fucking director.
Happy birthday.
Motherfucking Godfather, young and fat. Let's go.
He's shirtless right now.
I'm sorry, man. 93.
You say he might be a little titty.
I'm saying 93. I'm saying 93% of the best content in Connecticut comes between these two niggas right here. Between me and Young, we make the best content in Connecticut. I mean, we're behind it. We're behind it, bro. You fuck with Connecticut shit. Yo, you ever seen Son of a God? You seen the video of Son of a God?
I heard of it.
I'm asking you ain't watching Son of a God, bro. I watched Son of a God, B. My son Mike went stupid on that, B. But anyway, man.
Yeah.
We back to Hazey. Nah, Mike is fire. You're not gonna say he alright. Watch him out. Back to Hazey though.
Yeah, I heard that nigga rap about food all the time, but yo, so how did you become staff at iBattle?
Ness backed out. Ness took a break from being staff at iBattle.
Okay.
Facts. He took a break from it, and for what the league was and what the direction was,
Yeah.
that was a very vacant spot that had to be taken care of. Feel me? That was a lot of direction points that would have been thrown away. So yeah, myself and others, because it wasn't just me. Feel me? Tape that. I'm sure we'll get into. He became staff for iBattle, and we just Alright, for me, it was just fun having that type of creative control where I could put battles together, and I already felt like I had an understanding of how to make somebody get to that next level because I was watching it happen, feel me? So how people are giving me their opinion on my opportunities, I'm watching how they're coming to be thinking, alright, well, if it was that easy to do this with me, it ain't hard to do this with the next person. Just gotta know how to do that shit. Like, feel me? So yeah, I just walked right into it, and that was when I was not the bad guy, right?
So what was the challenges being staff? You know what I'm saying? Because when you become staff, you have to do things that are of the best interest for the brand, even if people may not like it, may be against it. And you know what I'm saying? You got to deal with other people that are part of staff too. So
what was even the thought that you played in the staff?
Yeah.
Where you know what I mean?
Well, tell me what the budget is, and then let me go. That was it. Okay, this is the card you're throwing. This is what you're working with. Alright, well, I think we could do this, and this with this. Oh, yo, bro, I think these battles will be fire right here, and it'll cost this. What's up? And shit got to moving, feel me? It wasn't my place to get the venue. We had somebody to handle that part, and it was a unit.
okay.
So it wasn't really challenging.
The venue is a venue, but there's no venue without an actual show.
This is facts.
I've had venues and no guests to plug up. You know what I mean? Like
This
that
is
shit
facts.
happens.
But this is where tape deck was great. Because where I might have been a little bit, brighter with a matchup, he was very good with there's a skate park in the cut over here that'll be an amazing backdrop. Let's do that. And this is why it was worth of something to sell when it was sold.
I love
Feel me?
do that shit, bro. I love
Because
that shit.
because the first era of New England battle rap is Connecticut.
Yes, it is.
That is where the book starts, in Connecticut. No disrespect.
Talk your shit.
With sprinkles and masks, though.
Talk your
What-
shit.
You have 413 out there, and Massacre.
And this
Battle
is why it's
Associations
the
out there.
illest complex.
Boston area, bro?
Nah, Springfield.
Springfield.
Yeah, so
Springfield.
413 National
So-
Battle Association was around, but it was mainly
And,
New England.
and this is why that's the illest shit. Because Killer Jones, 40 bars, excel, then stop. Connecticut.
Yes, yes.
And that's what it really was back then. Feel me? So it's like, hey man, it was very, very easy to work in that capacity. The only time heads ever, feel me, really got into it were probably creative decisions. Booking this battle versus this battle, like, feel me? But that's a difference in taste.
So what's the dichotomy between you being staff and you also being an artist? You know what I'm saying, on the roster. Was there ever, for you personally, a conflict?
I personally took a back seat.
Okay.
I personally made sure that no, I actually know what it takes to do it. I don't want it right now. I've done that. I've already done that. Anything that I would have done in iBattle's capacity, aside from booking an incredible name and having incredible showing versus that name, whatever, spin a dice on that, it would have just been a lateral move, whereas that same move would have took somebody else to another level where they weren't at the time. So I took a back seat as far as battling in the crib.
I see
was
what
on
you
the road.
mean by that second part about, you know what I'm saying? I'm already at that spot
Yeah.
forward and all that, but like,
It
you don't feel
wasn't-
like you may have like stunted anything that you was doing at that point by doing that?
No, I think if anything in iBattle stunted me in that capacity, it was me deciding to walk away from iBattle.
Okay.
Because I could have stayed within the staff role in iBattle, and just kept it exactly where it was. And when it got sold, I was so far out of the picture that I didn't know the inner business of that. I don't know how we get nothing.
And I don't want to get you out of your. I want you to stay right where you at. So
Yeah.
bookmark right here. But what was your goal? You mentally as Hazey at this point right now. You're part of the iBattle staff. What was your goal as a battle rapper?
Finally get one of us through that SmackDown.
So it didn't have to be you.
Period.
It just had to be somebody who was SmackDown.
Get somebody from
Okay, so now I
iBattle
understand what you're
through
saying.
that SmackDown.
All right, now it makes sense.
And this is where it gets fishy in opinions and Hazey's the bad guy or anybody's the bad guy, because you got this many rappers that were in one boat, all want one opportunity, all seeing other people who feel like they ain't getting, feel me, I should be right now. And that don't just go for me, that go for other, feel me? There's a City Towers, there's a Cuba General, there's a Bangs, and for everybody like that, there's somebody behind them in the same generation who
Ready to go.
So if I could recollect, I want to say, I'm just going off the top of memory. I could be wrong, so I apologize. But I want to say the first person through that NBA NFL door was E. Farrell when he was on King of the Dot. He battled Shakara, I want to say.
with disregarding Chilla, they're 40 and they're just in their own.
I was just on my iBattle.
Yes, iBattle.
Yeah, I was just on my iBattle. They because 40 would be like 2012. You know what I'm saying? Like she would excel.
Nah.
She would be prior to that. 2012, 2013. You talking about like 20? Anybody on iBattle?
Kendall, I dare to say K. Kendall got his PG a year before E. Farrell did anything with KMT did.
Ah, okay.
Same thing I have to
It
do.
wasn't released.
K. Kendall's not.
Okay.
I don't
So that's what I'm
think
talking about. Shit that like
Yeah,
people
that
know
really
about that was
is, right.
released. That you know what I'm saying?
Well, see,
Because there's a lot of voltage shit.
Yeah, but I could talk about it like that, but why when I was right in the mix of the business, so I know what happened. So I know there was a generation before E. Farrell that got that level of opportunity.
Yeah.
And just because you weren't outside in the mix, and not you, but anybody, feel me? So if you don't know it, but that don't mean it did not happen.
That's a fact. It's a fact.
Norbs was high on K. Kendall.
Oh, word.
Norbs was high on K. Kendall.
Wow.
Facts. If I talk about trajectory, Norbs wanted K. Kendall. K. Kendall did one battle that he probably ain't have to do that just took him out of that. And that's, his story to tell.
I feel like shout out to Young Steady. I feel like Steady was in that contention too.
He was. A lot of people were. A lot of people you wouldn't expect.
Yeah,
it wasn't necessarily the people who got the looks, that was the people who they oranges. Real shit. Shit's way shit play out.
So okay. So you making your ascension in Connecticut, or let's just say battle rap in general, but just in the region. You was making your ascension as one of the more formidable talents, one of the more reputable names. So you're moving up, you become staff, and simultaneously you're doing your thing. Eventually, there was a discrepancy. I'm not sure what specifically, but eventually there was a discrepancy with that either you being staff or a personal situation that occurred where there was a decline with your dealings with iBattle or maybe with Logic or something went wrong and then there was a disconnect somewhere. So we covered the rise.
Logic was running iBattle.
Logic is the founder.
Logic is the
Magic
founder.
Battle League, iBattle, yes. He's
Hey,
the
look, y'all getting
father.
y'all getting the history challenge on New England battle rap. I'm learning all that.
Shut your mouth. Connecticut Battle
Nah, I ain't learned yet.
That's the dog.
So Logic would be if it got down to the square root of the business and you put that paperwork on the table, this is Logic's company.
Yeah.
The creative, the direction, the battles that happened that may have taken it to a different place, that took it to a different level, were not necessarily Logic. And that's just me being 100, and that's no disrespect to Logic, right? It was a lot of people. I won't even do that. It was a lot.
Let's just say probably it was staff. It was everybody else that was helping build that brand in different ways.
Logic's strong point may not have been booking battles. Feel me?
But the business aspect.
Feel me? He controlled the business. It's his business. Feel me? So we had our differences in creativity. Feel me? And
What's
creativity is
in that aspect.
we should do A, B, and C. You really ain't trying to hear A, B, and C right now. and I don't see this going nowhere, so let me just back up.
Got it.
And when creative backs up, it's nothing left to do with it.
Yeah.
It can't sustain. You don't know what to, feel me? Everything that goes into booking a fucking battle event and booking rappers and prices and flights, and that's a lot of business for one person to take care of. It's a lot of
There's people
business.
for that.
Feel me?
There's people for all of that. For the lightest things that you think of, bro, they have a person for that with their own staff on top of it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So I dare to say when certain people and certain things all have backed out over time due whatever reasons. Yeah. It's time for change, bro. At that point, my brand's already sustained. And like the business that was done, the fact that it was on the road so heavy, helps that business continue to just be sustained. Check marks. You checked off these check marks in battle rap. You kind of have to do stay afloat.
I have a question that might cause a little bit of backtrack. Quick question, because
Go for it, Mike.
he mentioned Steady. Shout out to Steady, because outside of being a dope battle rapper, I mean, he's a pretty cool person. But when I hear his name, the lead that comes to my mind is Heavy TV. Have you ever battled on Heavy TV?
I've never battled Heavy TV. I've been to plenty Heavy TV events. Know a lot of Heavy TV artists. But yeah.
I would have been a Heavy TV battler.
Shout out to Heavy TV. Shout out to Ham. That's not to leave you out of the legacy in Connecticut, because Stampede.
Definitely
You know what I'm saying? That's not to leave Heavy TV out of the legacy of Connecticut battle rap.
That's actually incredible, because I did say Steady was bigger in my battle.
He went viral in I battle. Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that was I battle when his hype man was going crazy, right?
Yeah. Steady was one of the ones too.
alright, so
Like,
push
nigga,
time.
he went viral, but the nigga really rap. Like,
It's Steady House. It's Steady House and it's Homie House. This is me looking at the outside of iBattle, looking at my work. It's Steady House and Homie House, for those who know who those two individuals are. And then City is brought into the mix, and it slowly becomes City House. Feel me?
Okay.
So it's sort of like a passing of the key, but niggas may not be willingly wanting to pass the key, but hey, this is the shift that's happening. So it's becoming City's house. It was never really Hazy's house. No. So if it was Hazy versus Prez Mafia or an Excel, or if it's Hazy versus not the inner crowd of Connecticut, we are for fucking Hazy. Get right, it's Connecticut over everything. Word. When it is Hazy versus in-house, this is where the bad guy comes from. Feel me? And that was really the dynamic of iBattle. But I'm good with my shit, feel me? So long as leads fuck with me, long as I'm still cool with the logics and I'm handling my business. I stayed in the mix of, you'll think it was my house, right? It's not my house. It's not my house. The most it became my house was staff, and that was probably the most selfless I've ever been. Easily the most selfless I've ever been. So, yeah. I felt like I was doing what I was supposed to at that point. I'm giving back to this house that niggas always never really felt like Hazy was. Yeah.
So let's go to 2016, and there seemed to be some kind of discrepancy with you and Logic, maybe, or I know there was some kind of discrepancy with you and Q the General as well. I don't know what the origin of everything was, if you fell out with Logic or you falling out with Q, or if those two are connected, but there seemed to be some kind of discrepancy, and by that time you was full-fledged the villain. You know what I'm saying? Even if you weren't yourself the villain, you were definitely viewed that way. So what's the backstory on how all that came to be, if it's a misunderstanding or what happened?
I think, believe it or not, that question is like really broad. Because for real, to even bring Q into it, you gotta bring Lex into it. And then you gotta start before 2016, because that really started in 2012.
Yeah, facts.
Alright, so what if all this shit is just battle rap shit that just got took too fucking far?
It's not far-fetched.
Feel me?
It happens.
Very possible.
So, complete fucking strange. I've been in a room with Lex maybe 2 times, right? But you keep everything in the same capacity that Lex is Big's brother, is his brother, is his brother. You're this friend, that friend. The enemy, the enemies of my enemies just slowly become friends.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what they are. So it's like, if you mention a Q and you mention Alex, I can't even mention them separately. I just put them all into one bubble because they are just, that's them. That's that is that section of battle rap where it's like, what's said over there goes because that's what they want to run with, feel me? And the falling out with iBattle and them don't go together. Have nothing to do with each other. Nothing. Hazey ain't walk away from iBattle because of Alexa or Q. I don't think anybody's ever even said that, but just to say that. Like,
I remember, I think you was booked to Battle Q on the card. I want to say that was May 2016. That was iBattle's last Connecticut card.
I was.
And you didn't show up for whatever reason. I don't know if it was a family emergency. I don't know what the fuck happened. But you were supposed to show up, and then there was a whole falling out situation from that. So what was that?
That is, Q probably deserved more respect than that, and I probably should have shown up, but niggas are disrespectful enough that I didn't give a fuck.
So why didn't you show up?
Because deadass, I didn't want to. Fuck you.
This
This is Young Hazey. This is not me talking.
But there had to be something in place to make you say, like, you know what, I'm not going to show up.
Because me and him would have.
Well, hold up, were you ready?
Balls.
In what capacity? I probably had a half a round. In what capacity?
It seemed like you wasn't ready then.
Never.
Out of 3?
You call me a night before and I'll have a half a round and show up and do the
Out
whole
of 3
battle.
though?
Yeah, I've seen this before. Yeah.
Out of 1. Okay.
Out of one round.
It's not
Oh, it's only one round.
That's what I'm saying. It's not
I didn't know how you ran it.
3. Yeah.
This was a 3-round battle. So wherever in the creative process of when it was booked, wherever in the creative process of where it was booked, and this is me being honest now, I'm not going front with it.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever in that creative process where I said, fuck it, I ain't doing this bullshit, and threw in the towel, is when I just threw in the towel on that nigga. And that stems from a lot of shit. That's why I said it's kind of a broad question or a blanket question, because it's like everybody's friends. Q's brother is Gage's. Hazey and Gage never happened. Q don't fuck with Hazey from Gage. From back then.
Yeah,
so we're starting from the very beginning.
Okay.
So we're saying Q don't fuck with Hazey from day one off of any promo and press that laid up the Hazey versus Gage that ain't happened. So that's where any animosity comes from. Whether knowing, you don't fuck with niggas can. I'm willing to bet there are niggas who have asked Q why I don't fuck with him. And he answered that question as honestly as he's answered that question.
Yeah, he be transparent with it.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Hazey and Q don't rock like that. So it was very easy for a young, arrogant Hazey to say, fuck this battle. Especially you, being honest. To spite you at the time where I was, yeah.
So you put spiting him over your career at that point?
It wasn't a career-breaking decision for me. Maybe in hindsight, it has played a part into some things that have transgressed, and we gonna get into it, right? But at the time of what that was, and who booked it, how it came to be, knowing 9 times out of 10 with the battles that don't happen with me, there are favorites that I don't want to do. And I'm probably sat down and having to be, please do this for me type shit. So, nah, it wasn't a career-breaking decision for me at the time.
So what's the origin of your disconnect with Lex? Because that seems to be far-reaching. It's I feel like it I don't know the story. I feel like it's rooted in battle rap, but it's transcended into all kinds.
Absolutely.
As simple as put as somebody who I had never met at the time wanting to battle me, and those who understood where I wanted to be in battle rap and where they wanted me, knowing that was small fish, so don't pay no mind. And the way me and him were set up, how I was so prone to be the villain, And I'll be honest, he was a crash test dummy back then. Yes, yes, the easy tension, the easy Facebook post, the easy, these comments are turning into something that's crazier than what it is. And the people that are really in the mix of the crazy will never let it get to that crazy. So it will never get booked. So it will just keep going and it will linger on. And over the years, you will meet each other on Facebook posts again, because y'all not seeing each other outside. Y'all not bumping heads. You're just meeting each other online over the years, these exchanges of verbiage, and these people becoming friends, and your brother, his brother, it all becomes a loud word. Your enemies are all singular, they're all one thing.
So I remember a time. Shout to Shock Value, man.
Yeah.
Shock Value was a league in Massachusetts. I want to say it was based out in Brockton, but I could be wrong.
Them in life actually got that battle to happen.
Yeah.
And I will openly admit that's against the better judgment of anybody who's had my better judgment about it. Me and Lex was always supposed to be yes and no. Not because it's not a fight you can't win, but because the stakes of what that is and what he represents, that's really a high risk, low reward fight. And I'm gonna bring it all full circle at some point, but that was never supposed to happen. Life happened. They had the biggest bag I've probably gotten in battle rap for that battle. Fuck it, because where I was
For the Lex battle, I was there for that battle. I don't know if we ever talked about it.
Funny in the crowd.
Listen, on the lowest of keys, like I'm sort of like a goat when it comes to reaction, but it's involuntary. It's involuntary. It's not purpose. It's not purposeful.
And you definitely are, bro. You definitely are.
Niggas be catching me, and I don't.
I watched a few battles that you in the cut, like kind of like wild out. I'm like, yeah, go Sawyer, bro. Yeah, go Sawyer. Like, and I'll give you that, bro. Now, and you look funny as shit in that battle. Now, before we go to intermissions, we gotta take an intermission, Sawyer. We have to, hold on.
Okay.
Before we take an intermission,
He gotta finish that story.
absolutely. What is the question that he's going to continue on when we come back?
Okay, go. We're talking about him at Shock Value for the Lex Luthor battle. Hugh the General walks into the battle. I never had a conversation with you about why you walked out, or you wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Or you just was not trying to hear that shit.
So if I was never in the mix secure enough,
And we're gonna get to that after the intermission. We're gonna take the intermission.
That's the
Once
question
we
that
get
we
back to
go
that,
off.
that's what we're gonna
We're
get back to.
gonna get to all this shit.
We got
Everything.
non-stop time, gang. We're here all day. He just grabbed the bottle again. Hazy's dreads got longer since the last time I seen him. I'm gonna keep it a stack of shit, bro. Like, these shits is getting crazy. Hazy about to wild the fuck out by the end of next summer.
Nigga need to let me get a
telling you,
hairline,
by
man.
the end of next summer, you don't deserve a hairline. By the end of next summer, bro,
I'm done enough to redeem myself for a hairline. I've done enough.
YaooItzaPodcast, your boy Sawyer, yo, I watched that this morning.
Word?
Yeah, because four heads calling out your... Nah, listen. It's your boy EOR95. Sawyer's still bald. Hazy's dreads is getting long. Sawyer just walked out because he's about to look in the mirror and see if he can get a hairline.
Alright, man. YaooItzaPodcast, man.
We recording?
Yeah, we on, man.
Oh shit, YaooItzaPodcast, your boy EOR95. I'm shaped like the palm tree that Bad Bunny came out on in Orlando.
Nah, you shaped like a bad bunny, nigga.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That was hot. The prodigal son has returned. Everybody, welcome back to Baldwin. And we still got that shit just started playing.
Blind jazz.
No, we're not crazy. I'm crazy. He's bold. Big difference.
Always on shine. Gave you my ball.
Yo, bold one. Yo, who was that before intermission?
All right. So
Who's
the
that?
question I asked was, or the situation the scenario I set up was, you and Lex.
right,
Y'all was battling.
We were.
Q the general jumped in the battle.
He did.
You ended up walking out of the battle.
I did.
So
That was the
explain
third
why
round,
you
right?
walked out of the battle.
Why did I walk out of that battle? I
Yeah.
was in the third round. I walked out
Mhm.
during the third. And I walked out. Keep in mind, this is after, I did not show up to that battle. And this is me being the arrogant fucking asshole that I was. And I think I'm probably the most comfortable now with it. Feel me? Because it is what it is. You can't change anything that happened, right?
Yeah, back.
So, yeah, I was an asshole for not showing up to that battle. And this was like him, I would imagine, I'm gonna get my lick back. I got ready for the battle. Oh, we couldn't get this nigga here? It's my brother, this is like you battling my bro. We didn't get this nigga here. In between Lex and Q Hazey and Lex being booked and Hazey and Q being booked, and some bullshit story about deposit money that never got returned. That came out in the Wise battle. Came out in the Wise battle.
Yeah.
Alright.
It was there.
So the legend is that I got paid by iBattle to battle Q. I didn't show up for the battle for Q, and that was just the end of that. No money returned. I just feel me. I got a check. I took somebody money.
I just got the question.
I think that was the event where Ford and battle
Sort of
Dudley,
hazy shit.
Stumbles battle Very True.
Names battle QP.
Yeah, that night. Yeah.
Right.
I battled Bishop that night.
Alright. So the person who paid me, Sesamil,
Yeah.
staff at 1.5 battle, got his money back. And Q knew he got his money back. And when the question may have been brought up about it, niggas still lied and played their part of saying Hazey took the money and ran with it.
Who's Sesame?
Q.
Oh.
So Sess has already told you, you've already been informed, so-and-so has given me my money.
Was this around the no? Nah. See, I'm thinking about Jay Prophet. I was about to say, was this around the time Jay Prophet passed? But I think it was a little while.
No,
I think this was. But I'm thinking it was after that.
They are in the same realm of that happened after.
Okay.
But that's when money conversations and rumors were full of blasts. So
Okay.
that's why it comes into. Nonetheless, at the bottom line on that one was, yo, you know what's up with the money, and you know how you answer these questions is just lying. To me, this is what I'm saying by telling myself, yo, you're just lying. You know what's up, and you're lying about it because it's fucked that nigga Hazey. So no, I'm not sharing no camera with you. That's what I was doing. Fuck out of here. Nah, I won't rap with you. You can rap. I won't be there.
I won't be in the
Feel me? And that turned into whatever the fuck that turned into. To keep it a buck, that turned into me walking outside of the venue, and I literally took the train from here up there to the battle and rode to the battle with the league owners and left back to the train with the league owners. So after the camera turned off, I walked back in the fucking venue, and it was the end of the night. And there was no tension before the camera turned on, feel me? And when the camera turns off,
Pay attention again.
so yeah, that's that. I can accept that Q had every right to jump in our battle. And I can accept that Q has every right to feel how he feels. Fair enough, feel me? I know why you do, I get it, I can't change it. It is what it is.
It's real.
Yeah.
Being transparent. There was another situation where I was at a shock value with an event. Shout to Colin. And the card was dope. But you and Clean Paper was on the card. Clean Paper actually showed up for this battle too.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if it was 1 round or 3 rounds.
It was one.
It was 1 round, okay. So Clean Paper did show up, he was there, and they, I want to say Hazey went first. And then Clean Paper rapped, and then I want to say this is R3 time,
It was.
Bangs jumped in the battle.
He did.
Now see, I was caught off guard because as far as I knew, Hazey and Bangs go for eye battle, and they had a mutual.
Don't say they fuck with each other.
Yeah, if they not friends, you know, niggas got respect for each other. Niggas is Connecticut or niggas is cool. Ain't no real disrespect or nothing bad between niggas where it's fuck that nigga or it's like loyalty. You know what I'm saying? So when it happened, I was caught off guard. So what made you walk off and how'd you feel in that moment when you seen this happen? Did you know anything about it beforehand?
No, and that's probably one of the rare moments where I was caught off guard.
And before you get to that part, because that was the third round.
I was caught off.
No, it was only one round. It was only one round. Hazey went first.
Oh, my bad.
Round.
For what it's worth, and the world will never see it, so I know how it sounds. That was probably the best Hazey that's ever been filmed.
That battle was crazy.
It was probably the best Hazey.
That battle was crazy.
Like, yeah.
Matter of fact, I think Pop battled on that card that night, but I forgot who he got. He bodied somebody.
He did. He bodied the nigga so bad he broke the camera.
Yeah. And that's why the footage is not out. That's why the footage is not out. I forgot who the nigga was. Pop, if you watching this, you'll know.
Yo, Pop, we need you on the podcast if you really broke a camera on set. I gotta talk to you facts.
This battle was centered around 3 battles. Pop and I believe it was a local hitter that he battled. Me and Clean Paper and Paper versus Bill Clinton. And Pop battled before me and Clean, before Paper and Bill. And Pop T-Rex threw his hat into the camera.
That's right.
And
that was
broke the fucking camera.
Footage of rap, all of that.
I love T-Rex.
And whoever was manning the camera didn't check in between takes to realize what was going on.
That's right.
And the third camera that could have been the second camera, excuse me, that could have been in play, that should have been in play, nigga didn't want to hold the camera because he wanted to watch the battle.
Shit on 84, B.
It's not a me and Young problem, you see, because me and Young right here, yo Young. It's not a me and Young problem. Shut up. It's not a me and Young problem.
Because I'm
some of the best shooters out here. This one.
Yo, I'll never forget that.
Hey, yo, one more time, bro.
Being within the mix. No, hold on, bro. Look, to know the business and to be around the business and to know the mix and to know that the nigga had another camera and didn't want to hold it because he wanted to be a spectator.
That's fire.
I want to watch.
That's how you know you got a fire card on your hand.
Let me tell you, there's some bars on I-95 episodes, bro. No funny shit. That if you really think about it, right? If you see the shot that's taking the main shot, you see a TV right there, right? You really look at the reflection of the TV, bro. If you know me, bro.
If you know me,
you know how I act, Trump Sawyer. You know how I act, bro. You know how many times I done put Diz in a chokehold during an episode of Bars because I can't say nothing, so now I'm behind the camera just choking them out, but you see me on the TV reflection.
Shout the dark screen.
The best things in the world.
Seems fair.
Let's bring it back in. Where were we?
We were talking about how you felt when you jumped in and why you walked
bangs,
off.
bangs. Oh yeah, one of the few occasions where I'm surprised, I'm shocked. What if I said maybe 2 weeks to a month before that, we was at Greedy Grimes' crib and Bangs looked at me and said, yo, you my brother. It sounds crazy, no bitter shit, cause whatever, we niggas, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, if you were around, that's why it caught you off guard, no?
Mm-hmm.
I would have think everybody in that room would have thought
it turned me off from the battle. Because I don't know, like I said, let's say there was a discrepancy between y'all and I didn't know about it. In my mind, I'm just seeing this Connecticut. And when he did that, I was like, bro, what the fuck going on? Like, we out of state, we all here, what the fuck going on? So, like I said, I didn't know anything, if there was anything going on.
What if there was no discrepancy? What if I cooked this man that's in this group and he jumped in it because I cooked this man? And clean shit, and I ain't trying to, feel me? No points off that battle, it ain't out. But it wasn't enough, and the next gunner, the next wild out type of nigga within your camp is Bangs, who's not on the card, and he jumped in your battle. What if it's not that deep? But what if niggas was just so turned off by knowing niggas be around each other, what is this? That just lingered on to, I fuck with that nigga.
nasty word.
Because it ain't no specific moment that happened that says, yo, this is where Hazey and Bangs fell out, then Bangs something about it. It just doesn't exist. And I think I've been asked this question you asked me before, and I've never had an answer for it because it's just not there. The same thing would go for E. Farrell, Tape Deck, obviously we're going to get to it, but it's just certain people that were around me within Connecticut where it's like there's no particular moment where we personally did something where we fell out and just picked a side and the way things play out and shit. Look how it played out. Look who owns our body.
Yeah.
It just makes more sense to go with who being Mr. Friendly and who hold the keys right now. Because I don't got no personal deep vendetta with Bangs, bro. Or E or Jeff. I don't. They played their part in the bullshit, but for what? Y'all ain't get it. I can't find y'all staining me in the public.
Alright. It's 2015, 2016. See how I'm trying to keep a timeline though.
Alright, so I understand why me and Lex never should happen. Because you're right, that's 2016, that's 2017. That means at this point I've done RBE, Smack, Battled Excel, Battled Names, been around the block. My name is already built, at least for what it is there in that area, right? H2R at the time, which, another story. But yeah, so me versus Lex for a lot of reasons should have never, you feel me? Yeah, it's a reason we never crossed paths. There just happened to be a league owner that had a bag, had interest in it, and I was in a position where I needed a bag.
Alright, so let's talk about the end of iBattle. So May of 2016, that's when you were scheduled to battle Cuban General. Really didn't happen based on what you just spoke on. But that was the last Connecticut iBattle event where Logic ran.
Now, was it?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
May 2016.
I didn't even know that. That's not when I stopped playing iBattle.
Okay. For as far as I could tell.
Yeah.
Because I went from Heavy TV to iBattle.
Big gap.
You know what I'm saying? I battled Transmundane in like January 2016, and then I battled Bishop in May. And there was no more Connecticut iBattle events after that, as far as I could recollect. So I'm saying there was May 8th, 2016.
Wow.
I remember that shit. I still got I'm thinking about World War III. That's Transmundane. So yeah, May 8th, 2016, that was the last joint. And I know Logic, as far as I could remember, if I'm wrong, don't hold me to that. I'm just going off memory. So Logic was basically, he had health issues. Or different things going on where he could no longer run it or no longer wanted to run it, and he was trying to give it up. Or if anybody wanted to buy the imprint, they could have bought it, whatever the fuck. So in that time, hold on. In that time, or maybe you could talk about that, you know what I'm saying, the purchasing process or what's going on.
That part of the time, that's a blur for me. I wasn't within the iBattle circle to know the buying process.
Yeah.
I got an inbox like they sold it to some KOTD cats in Florida, and it was a
lot of rumors flying around at that time.
Owning it, right?
Yeah, it was up for sale. He put it up for sale, and you never knew who was gonna buy it, purchase it. We didn't know nothing.
Who'd you get an inbox from for that?
One of my local hitters that was in America.
Where was it like actually publicized first? Like where did it become a thing?
It was never publicly a thing.
So this was just behind the scenes if you knew.
Yeah. Like, alright, so because we going ahead while you asked me that a little bit, but it's going to all roll into each other.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say the chain video, right?
Yeah.
It didn't drop on YouTube first, it dropped on Facebook, right? So when it made it to YouTube, and it wasn't a random...
You're skipping an important part. We're going to get into it, but we're skipping an important part.
Okay.
The chain video was dropped on your birthday.
It was. Well,
We're
Grammy
going to get to that.
Yeah,
we got to get there.
That's a detail.
Grammy is Grammy. It is what it is.
It is. Disgusting.
For what it's worth, if we're keeping it a hundo, because it dropped, Fetty put that up, right? So we ain't going to hold that back. Fetty dropped that on my birthday. And at no point did I feel or know that me and Fetty had any smoke to expect that from Fetty. To know that was floating around, whatever channels it was floating around.
But you know that had to come from he didn't just have
like
footage. Because if he had that footage, that would mean he would have access to iBattle archives, which he didn't have.
Did somebody drop
it? So who had?
So it had to be given to him. I don't know by who, but it had to be given to him.
Who had access to it?
But see, now we jumping ahead. Because I still want to bring up Capital Cartel.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So you can finish your thought. But, you know what I'm saying?
We gotta bring it back there.
I battle against so
2K was the thing when I battled Lex. 2K happened
I
in the
know.
next over that.
Could you name all the people that was in Capital Cartel 2K?
Okay, Slade, Paper, Younger Baby, Transmundane. Oh my God, am I forgetting?
Yeah, 2K, nigga. 2K that, yeah, y'all niggas was strong. Slade, Kid Slade, Paper, Transmundane, Younger, G Money, my motherfucking guy. My motherfucking guy.
Gotta flee.
Gotta flee. Doing this thing on Verbal Warzone. Shout out to Verbal Warzone.
Gosh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm leaving nobody else. So Slade, Paper, Transmundane, Gutter, you. I think that's it.
You say Younger?
Yeah, Younger, Slade, Paper, Transmundane, Casey, and Gutter. I want to say that was the 6. But niggas was strong. And that was a Connecticut thing, and that's one thing I loved about 2K, man. Capital Cartel. Bishop White, bugging. Bishop White, I'm bugging out. Yo, like I said,
was 2K.
Nigga, we going off memory right now. Niggas, like I said, niggas drinking Espolone and shit. Like, we going off memory. But Bishop White, so it was 7 niggas, and everybody was strong.
Fire.
Nigga, strong.
Everybody's still in.
And everybody was from Hartford. That was a beautiful thing. Is niggas from one city all clicking up to create a group, and everybody, there was no weak link in the group at all. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I let that shit happen.
Blessed to be a part of that. They brought me into that fold. They brought me into that.
So
That's interesting to know. I thought that was your group.
Yeah,
I really thought that. That's what I'm saying. I was like,
you created that.
We never, nobody ever stated it. Just let whatever y'all think, because we just want you
That's
to
a fact. Yo, that's a fact.
I never named the head of the day.
Yeah.
But you look like the face of
Guess what? What if I said to this day, I don't know who started? What if I said, I don't know. I don't.
But did it end though?
No. For something to end to me, it would have to be a formal ending. Feel me? There's nobody in 2K I can't reach out to today. So no. But is it a thing? No. It's not a thing.
Everything too.
Feel me?
It's every kind of flavor, you know what I mean?
It's like the NWO. We ain't active right now, but if we decide to get back together, it's gonna happen.
over.
Oh, nigga,
That's gonna happen, nigga. It's over, bro.
You feel me?
It's over because you gotta think about the names he just mentioned. They
Right.
really
You know,
shit.
wild too. Ain't nobody else from Hartford that's new really coming to battle rap. And that was what, like 2015? Ain't been no new battle rappers from Hartford. I want to even say maybe even Connecticut. No new Connecticut battle rap. Well, you know what? You got Just Cuz and them niggas. They from New London, but I don't think them niggas new.
1 or 2, and I can't hold their names real because they haven't jumped into our circus of battle rap.
Okay.
But there is a league like within artists or a showcasing of.
I think Younger might have battled.
Feel me?
Yeah.
And so they throw events here and there, and it's reoccurring rappers that I'm seeing. Okay, I see you on every flyer for these. Yeah, but I don't know them well enough to throw them out there.
Okay.
Like, so no, that is Hartford's era of battle rap. It really is.
That's some Connecticut shit, nigga. That shit was strong, nigga. That was a strong fucking team, nigga.
That's strong at any point in time.
Yo, even now that would be nasty.
Everybody thinks you pay with some offer though.
Because what's crazy is you know better than anybody. I'm not huge on the big circuit of battle rap, but I always tapped into Connecticut battle rap because I always
Nah, he is happy,
here
he
was
is happy.
fire.
He is happy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always tapped into Connecticut battle
He
rap.
heavy?
No, he is happy. Well, he is happy. So
That nigga, see how this nigga trying to slip in the jokes?
Man, listen, I'm big sexy, right? I'm big for
Big bro. We like being fat out here, bro. We don't want to be.
AKA stepping Nash.
We don't want to be halfway, bro. We don't want to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out like this guy. We like being fat.
Well, my bad, I don't mean that joke, because I just had to get my shows, because like, yo,
No, but it's real. When
Connecticut battle rap made me want to watch battle rap. I ain't never really cared for battle rap until cats that I knew
Bro.
personally was battle rap.
Bro.
And I'm like, these dudes is fire. They could battle with these niggas that's known. Like that's quote unquote famous for it. There's nobody I personally know that can't skate on the stage with a nigga that's on smack.
Let me tell you, Mike, this before like I even met this motherfucker, I shit you not, I told him this, and this is the tat on my arm right here. I got at a battle that he did in the Bronx or whatever the case may have been, the Tough City.
That was
the place that I got.
Yeah.
I got this tattoo there. While I was getting this tattoo there, bro,
Shop the night, man.
There was little flyers on the thing, right? And I'm saying the son is drawing up my tattoo, and I'm like, fuck is these niggas? I'm like, I'm down, bro, but nah, dude, this is like kind of like still new sort of battle rap, so I'm still kind of looking at nigga like, oh, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is this? He hosting? I want to see him battle. What the fuck? And I seen your name, and then I started laughing. I said, oh, like the book. That's what's up, man. I like that guy. It's like the book. And I kept laughing. I was supposed to go that day, bro. And the funny thing is, I got kicked out of where I was and got sent to Connecticut for a week, and I missed the battle. And I meet this nigga like 3 years later. So it's like,
nigga had to drop on you 3 years ago.
yo, bro, when I met him, bro, when I met him, I kind of sat there and I'm like, word, T-Sawyer, that's what's up, man. I kind of sat there and really started thinking, and I'm like, y'all really heard this nigga's name. And I shit you not, bro. It took a little minute before he mentioned it to me. And when he mentioned, he was like, yeah, that. I was like, yo, my nigga, my first tattoo came from Tough City, bro. Like, I was supposed to go to that battle rap event. Like,
man.
Little shit like that. My son been around for ages too, bro. Just like you know.
Yeah. Bringing me into 2K was a blessing. And if Hazey looked like he was the guy,
that was my assumption.
That is just the way it rolled because I was the guy at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So in hindsight, they told me they were surprised I fucked with it. They weren't expecting me to fuck with it. To them, this is just Slade, this just paper, heavy TV filming. Mm-hmm. So they're not expecting me to. Hell yeah, I'm fucking with it. We all from the hub. We all from here, for real, and we're all actually nice though.
Yeah.
Like I can really look at every one of y'all and y'all nice.
It's not just we from the same hood and we all better. No, y'all niggas actually can battle.
Yeah, like y'all can go. What the fuck? That's why I said I took the back seat. I got mine on the road.
It's crazy.
I got mine on
styles.
the road.
It was definitely battle rap Wu-Tang.
Yeah, different styles, different
2K was definitely battle rap Wu-Tang. Facts.
So you will notice when Hayes became staff, is the most paper, Slade, Bangs, and certain individuals were booked on iBattle consecutively. It was almost like the changing of an era.
Yeah.
Because Hami was quieter, Steady was quieter.
Yeah.
Feel me? I'm sure it was a list of names I'm forgetting that kept them cards up there. We had 20 battles of cards.
Yeah.
But it was the changing of a guard in a sense. Yeah. And I was comfortable being staffed for that shit. Like, okay, I see what now. Okay, I got the puzzle pieces now. This is how my bro was looking at me and City, etc., etc. Mm-hmm. How do I get them here? And I was sitting back. That shit could have been masterful.
Yeah.
Could have been masterful. Could have.
So when did you find out that Lex had purchased iBattle?
When the J video was on iBattle was shit.
That's when you found out?
That's crazy.
But like I keep saying, Fetty ain't have no smoke.
And now the
me and
facts is out.
Fetty ain't cross paths to have no smoke.
Yeah.
Why Fetty got how I'm waking up how Fetty get that footage. And it's out here kiki. You know, something in me said it's gonna blow over. It's gonna be a 24, 48 hour microwave ride. The nerve of me. The nerve of me. I'm a real one.
She made it to a Conway video.
Feel me.
It did?
Yes, it did. Somebody told me, and I was like, what?
The fuck up, nigga.
I like that guy.
You know I'm big bros on I-95, so anything Griselda
I listened to that guy.
That was it, bro. Yo, bro, we was at...
Whoa.
Maybe my reputation precedes me.
Whoa. Y'all fuck. What song?
Look, all I know is what I'm trying to tell you.
I was in Cali with the gang. We went to go do an episode, and in the timing, bro, every app that I tried to log in on that TV did not work, bro. The only one was YouTube, bro. Netflix, Hulu, URL app was on it. Nothing worked for me. Even if I logged in, I had to just use YouTube. So in the process, I'm rolling up. I'm cleaning the kitchen. I'm doing a couple of things, so I'm like, fuck it. I pivot. You know when you just hit like a mix or something? You just find something, yo, that's a few songs I like, and you just hit a mix? I did that with the Griselda shit, but it was a mix of videos. And I seen that shit there.
Right.
And I was like, holy shit. And then Hazey even told me, somebody told him about it. I'm like, yo, nah, that's kind of fucking crazy. Because then we talk about
That's really fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's really fucking crazy. So yeah, the nerve of me thinking when it first happened, it'll blow over. Right. Right, what was I expecting? But yeah, back to that initial question. What smoke do me and this man got? Because we ain't never crossed paths to be on that type of time. Where did this come from? And the only connection is me and Tape is part of their team.
That's right.
And Tape lived with Logic.
It's crazy.
He lived with it. When I mean you got access to the footage, you went home with you.
Oh, shit.
It worked.
Feel me? And that's all I can take from that. And that's all I've ever took from that. It's like, all right, well, we know who got it.
Yeah.
I'd imagine your pride felt some type of way about the chain. And you know how this looks. So let's talk our shit. I don't know if he expected Fetty to put it out. It's always been hard to talk about it because it's like, yo, the people who y'all want me, not y'all, but the people who you'd expect me to get on camera and criticize is the first apologies in the inbox when shit pop off. And then it's everybody else around it who I have these online run-ins with that are the louder or more progressive parts of the problem, right?
Right.
So I'll never see Lex in person for real. But Lex is a very big piece of the puzzle, right? Fetty put it out there, so I'd imagine you're a part of the puzzle. We don't have no real dealings to run into each other. I battled your mans and we done with that. We check it out, we good. Feel me? What's to talk about? Except for Tape.
So, for the first time, because it's not out there in no capacity that I've experienced, I can see, I can research, I can find.
Right.
Can you tell the story of the chain? How you got it?
Now, first, and before you even get to like, how did the chain experience itself? For people that are watching that don't know what this is, explain it from the outside in, and then explain it from your perspective. What really happened, bro? Like, not on some like what the camera seen, what YouTube seen, what they dropped on your birthday. Like, what really happened?
We are very aware of what the camera show.
Absolutely.
Because I am getting to see generations of battle fans try to interpret what happened by 30 seconds. And everybody else's opinion and take on what happened.
14 seconds, really.
Whatever. Yo, there's a series on iBattle. I don't know if it still exists. It was called Mutiny. It's called Mutiny. It's an iBattle Worldwide series where we put the killers, the ones that we bring the names out for, versus the ones we bring the names out for.
And you going in-league murder, you know what I mean?
In that particular year, I was supposed to battle City Towers.
Wow.
Yeah. And it didn't go down for whatever reason. And Tape wanted to battle Q the General. And Q didn't take that. So, Tape idea. Let's battle each other. We can feel me, we can get wild with the bars. It'll be a wild bar fest, pretty much. Feel me? This is when me and him are both staff at this point.
Yeah.
So we are staff, we're headlining, and we about to some wild shit.
Yeah.
And this is also my friend at the time, no matter how anybody ever wants to chop it, how I look at it, that was bro. That was bro. I know when you slept and vice versa. You knew where your chain was at the time. Feel me? But he shot a blog where I live. Eating a honey bun, being funny. This is still within the Facebook realm, because we had Facebook groups back then too, so this is our culture community. So this is for iBattle. He shot a blog, eating a honey bun on my blog, being funny. And then we all went to a party.
Or who?
Oh shit, some shit has just come full circle and it's all taped out. On my birthday. We went to a party on my birthday.
Oh shit. Who was good? It was just you and Take That?
Me, Tate, Bangs, E-Pharaoh, Jeff might have been there. Barnes out. But the main, we were there.
Where's this party at?
At the skate shop at Hartford where we were throwing the events.
What?
We're booked for the
Floor's
battle.
yours,
You shot a blog on my blog.
Floor's yours.
We still in battle mode. We partying.
Yeah.
But I'm noticing he faded, the chain floating around from party to party. It finally landed on Hazey.
Whose channel is this again?
Tapes. So the chain is in the skate park. Feel me? Man to man, and it was on Bangs at one point, it was on E at one point. It got to Hazey. Gotcha. You want to do blows with honey buns? Let's do a blow with the chain.
Okay.
And since it's for I battle,
This
is where, hold on, I gotta throw this in there. Because this is where the world gets wild. Because the world looks at it like a chain snatcher. The world don't realize the chain and the radiance take that shit from I battle. So when you're looking at shit, it's for I battle.
Yeah.
It's for our community. So they see me with the chain, they don't think I robbed Tate. That's not what I battle's thinking. But the rest of the world, in which you get 15 seconds to run with. So now Hazey has the chain. Tape deck to drop me off at the crib with the chain on. I'm in the passenger just looking at him like, all right, work. Work. Faded, all right, bro, see you in 2 weeks. Yeah, you'll get your chain back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what that was, because again, I know where you live, you know where I live, you know where your chain is. Only time me and Tate talked about that chain was the day of the event when we got there for that chain.
Since the drop off from the party.
About the chain. That's the only time. The day of the event before we got.
So it sounded like this battle was like November 2016?
September or November. September or November. I forget. I see the flyer, I see the skull, I remember it.
Yeah,
But
that's
we
2016.
around it. Yeah, 2016.
Okay, so maybe that wasn't the last event that I battle.
That's even wilder. If I pull up the dates and then that was after the Q shit, that should tell you enough about where I stood with I battle. It was really happened after that. Because I was very much still staff at that point. Feel me? So clearly no. While niggas were running around saying Hazey took money, clearly me and I battle were very good. If that should be the case.
I know things in the fair they battle on that same event that y'all battle on. Let's see what
They did.
that was.
That was a great battle too. We had something special. I'll never not say that.
It's saying 6 years ago, so last time was like 2016.
It was definitely 2016.
You should be doing some dumb shit, but they don't be giving the dates for shit anymore.
I like to fly it something.
They want to take views and dates out of shit. It's weird.
Either way, that's how all that shit happened.
Yeah.
But when that whole battle happened, that chain shit is from the first minute and 20 seconds of the battle.
The audio of the battle, the full battle between Hazey Williams and Take That is on SoundCloud, by the way. So if you go on SoundCloud and you search Hazey Williams versus Take That, the audio to the battle is available. You can find it. So you see how the rest of the battle turned out afterwards of the whole play.
For what it's worth, Lex, you got the visuals, man. Just put it out there. You got it. It's in the vote. It's in the vote.
See, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to Lex and your legacy with iBattle after the purchase. So as far as the video goes, so you said dropped you off with the chain. 2 weeks later, y'all didn't speak about the chain until basically the battle, or the day of the battle, or before the battle or something. So when y'all spoke about the chain, what was the conversation?
The conversation was, yo, give me the chain. I'm gonna do something, bro. You my man. Give me the chain. I'm gonna do something.
He was saying to see you.
Yeah, this is him. I'm keeping it 100. You my boy, but yo, give me the chain, and yo, I'm telling you, you pull it out, I'm gonna have to do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hey, bro, I can't do that for you. At this point, we're locked in. I'll give it to you after the battle.
So where did Radiant come from?
That was his saying. He used to say that shit.
That's right.
Go watch his battles. Why not? Get your, feel me? Go watch old tape battles. You'll hear him say Radiant. That was his catchphrase. That's why it didn't get said till his chain came out.
Okay.
Now I can imagine this is me again being grown up. This is not young, arrogant me. See, arrogant me, I'm like, you wanna be funny with the honey buns, you know I battle, know I fuck with the food. They see me doing this at events, you know what you was doing. Well, they see you with the chain, you like to play with that, they know what I'm doing. Right. So pull the chain out, Radiant. He didn't say he gonna do something, and I'm honored for that. Feel me? Because I know I'm gonna rap what I'm gonna do, and it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. And you saw what the fuck happened in that 15 seconds of the battle. Yoink! Oh shit! Let this nigga did. That's what he did. I'd imagine in 15 seconds, y'all thought this nigga, oh shit, he really took my chain. In this 15 seconds, oh shit, this nigga got. No, and then 15 seconds of me freezing like that, oh shit, this is what this nigga did. Because we talked about it. You gonna do something. It's not, I'm not expecting something. I wasn't expecting this. But you did, you broke your shit. I ain't think you'll pop your shit. You know you getting it back. No way I sleep. You're my brother. I moved you out your apartment into the new one. Feel me? Feel me? That's how I'm feeling about it. Silly me. Because that really is silly. Feel me? It's very naive.
Yeah.
But that is what it was. And because it always sounds simple that tape apologize after that shit, right? But I kid you not, I'm standing on everything I'm saying. Directly after the battle outside of the venue, you are now apologizing. You feel like you took it too far. Because there's more to that battle. You can go listen to the audio. Little shoving and shit here and there in other rounds, feel me? It's just a certain energy and tone you wouldn't expect from me and him, given who y'all will see us filming. Alright. Yo, it's a bad battle via logic. We're not putting that out. At the moment, I'm not like, don't put that out. I'm like, put the whole thing out. I'm not even thinking about any repercussion for the change shit, for real. Let alone that as a standalone clip, but I'm not thinking about that shit.
Yeah.
No, it's bad footage. We're not putting that out. And then a year goes by. We've made peace. Me and Tate that made peace. We didn't pop out on the town. We are back to being bros in the same capacity we was. To me. That's how I have to take that. And then on my birthday, it dropped. The reason I was so took back was because on my birthday is when I got the change. And I never put the dates together. But hey, sitting here thinking about everything, well, there go to karma now. And the only person who will really understand the concept of them dates for real. But that was in a group chat, so that footage popping out. I don't know.
But now thinking about it, why a possibility of why the footage may have been put out, like whether the footage was given, somebody gave Fetty footage.
Yeah.
I don't know who had possession of the footage. I'm not there to put that on anybody, but the footage was somewhere. It landed with him. He put it out. And that's general information. This is not no secret shit that just came out with that. So I want to say that was October, November when the footage came out in 2017. But I want to say like 5 months before that, there was King of the Dot had King of the Dot had a league called Ground Zero, which was the equivalent to the Proving Grounds, the PGs for URL. And there was a main event coming out, or that wasn't revealed yet. And I think it was a part. You know what I'm talking about? There was some kind of discrepancy between you and King of the Dot on why that could have happened.
I'll tell you this much, right? I may or may not know where like $100 grand is right now, and it can be yours if you tell me the name of that right now.
So it wasn't East City and take that.
Shit, I'm gonna get some money so you open a buyer transfer. You're good. You're part of this culture.
Nigga, what the fuck, nigga? That's part of why I got banned from my battle.
I swear to God, I feel like who gives a fuck.
Okay, yeah, I was accused of some shit that did not occur, and I was never provided.
Were you?
Yes, I was never provided because I seen Lex June 4th, 2017 at an event in Staten Island at that motorcycle club, whatever.
Right.
And then somewhere later in the month, 2 or 3 weeks after that, I was kicked out the iBattle group. We wasn't friends no more, all kind of shit. It was weird. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, did I get kicked out on my own page? Did I get kicked out the iBattle group band? Excel jumped on my shit like both of them. I was like, oh shit. So I jumped in Lex inbox, not to make a spectacle. Yo, what's going on? You know, am I gonna die? Yeah, yo. And they all, so I'm talking about something future, in the future tense, stemming from what I just brought up, what I prefaced about Hazey possibly revealing the main event of a Ground Zero event or whatever. And it was a long post in the Unbiased Review where Organic, Bishop Brigante, Gully,
I'm gonna tell you something.
Gully was in, and people thought that I don't know what exactly happened. Now, if he did this shit, he did this shit. But if he didn't do this shit, I'm asking questions.
I want to tell you something. And it's to our backyard bubble, our backyardigan ass bubble that we keep putting ourselves in, right? Because who gives a fuck about Take That versus a fucking East? Now, deadass. Nope. You step a pinky toe outside of our bubble. I swear to God, you get out the New England Dome.
True.
And then ask about that battle right now and tell me what you care. So I've had this conversation
at that time
about
and now.
It's the same shit.
Okay, outside.
You know why it is?
Yeah, outside our
You know why it is.
Yeah,
it's the same shit.
Yeah.
It could be said about certain events that happen now. We care more than, so it looks like to us because we're here, but step out of here and who gives a fuck? That's the last thing they bring up when they talk about the shit.
But were you the one that brought up or leaked the match?
Yes.
Why?
Congrats.
Oh, okay. It was
Congrats. Congrats on the main event for that fucking card. Congrats. And not in a sarcastic place. It wasn't an argument. It's a pride thing with certain people.
Proud of you.
Tell me they gave a fuck about Ground Zero like that. Tell me.
Yeah, but that's still
It's
leaking,
perception.
my nigga.
It's leaking.
It's still leaking the match.
I leaked the massive King of the Dot Ground Zero main event. Now go tell me the views on it. Then tell me where you landed them. Then tell me because I said congrats to it, it landed them there. Tell me that shit played a defining part of what happened after that.
You got, but listen, you talking about, okay, we're in 2022. At that time in 2017, you got to look at how it was. It was brand new, it was not revealed yet, and people are banking on the traffic, the impressions. You know what I'm saying?
That wasn't brand new. That wasn't a brand new.
No, I'm saying in 2017, that event didn't happen yet. That matchup wasn't announced yet.
That wasn't the first King of the Dot Ground Zero.
No. What I'm saying is, this is like you knowing, like, okay, it's 2022, right? And you know the main event to NBA's next card, TBL's next card, the main event, and you congratulating somebody, yo, congratulations on main event and such and such and such, and they didn't even put it out yet. You see how that could look fucked up?
You know the worst part about that?
Even though your intentions, as you're saying, could be genuine, you could inbox that man.
I have an honest question to ask you that.
Mm-hmm.
How did you learn that?
Trial and error.
No. Not how did you learn a lesson through something similar. Literally, how did you come to be informed that Hazey leaked that out?
The Unbiased Review.
Unbiased Review.
When niggas was going crazy on you.
For leaking that out.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand what crazy is. It might be a reason I don't think that shit crazy. It might be I saw crazy. I know what crazy look like.
Explain that. What you mean?
I know what crazy look like.
Yeah.
You talking to me about an era where smack matches is getting leaked, nigga. Real cards. Blogs about them, Twitter, Facebook,
Sure.
posts with thousands of fucking comments and likes, reactions. You telling me about a comment that probably got 10 to 12 likes from New England niggas. That Lex highlighted to even get the 12 likes. to make it a point of, oh word, you gonna talk about that? So maybe to me it don't look crazy. It just looked like the backyard being a backyard again. To be honest, I've booked bigger cars than that ground zero car. I can't now. I'm not saying I'm gonna jump out the window and compete with King of the Dot. But if we're talking about then there, Hazey just leaving Stafford, I battle and all that happening, I felt like I booked bigger cars than that bullshit ass main event, bro.
So you congratulated man on a public status. It was leaked, and there was an unbiased review post made, and the league owners and King of the Dot.
No. There wasn't a post made to congrats that nigga. There was a post made about some whole separate shit, and a comment within thousands of congrats on your main event. That's how that go. I want to make sure it's whether it changed nothing or whether it changed everything. Let's be 100 here. It wasn't a post about Hazey saying congrats to Takedown. There was a comment within a post about something else with Hazey saying congrats to Takedown.
See, I remember the whole post being about you, and then the league owners was up there, and they was on some disrespectful fucking time. I've never seen Bishop, Organic, and them niggas talk to anybody like this in person, online, camera, nothing.
Chronological order. It could have been a post dissing me.
Okay.
And within the post dissing me, I said congrats to him for that battle in that post.
Okay.
This wasn't a post made about that battle. This was a post made about me and me congrating him in the comments of it. And Lex tagging whoever staff with King of the Dot he made a tag. Well, Unbiased was a big fucking thing.
Yeah.
So it was angry.
I remember that status. Marv was up there, and mad people was up there. Sending niggas. Sent your ass. No, I think that might have been
both of them. No, it was
one
both.
or the other.
It was both.
That's when they used to send niggas. This nigga got sent. He said the wrong thing, and then niggas got into his pictures.
Because I was really
nasty back then.
my age showing. Chronological order, Unbiased was sending niggas. And then they sent certain niggas that made separate Facebook groups and caught a wave, and then the sending just got bigger. Feel me? But it started right there. Niggas got sent to the moon. So for real, nigga, I've been to the moon and back, nigga. There you go.
As a spectator.
Oh, I feel like you shouldn't have did that to sport my ass. Oh, you here? You here?
In fact.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, stop commenting, stop responding.
Stop telling nigga.
So that might have been minor to me in the grand scope of things, bro. That particular thing, for what it's worth, it upset somebody. I'm grown now, like I say, I'm sorry, but that was minor to me in the grand scope of things. It was. I don't have too much. Feel me? And niggas took that leaking of that main event and they were disrespectful about it. They did. Ain't seen no league owners talk like that, right?
Ever, nigga. That shit was crazy as fuck. So that was the post and Unbiased where I was accused of calling iBattle corny and saying that Lex is a cornball, but I don't even use that kind of language. Like call niggas a cornball and whatever. And it's I never felt iBattle was corny, but I guess, I don't know if he's seen it directly. He said somebody told him or somebody sent him something, whatever, and I just asked for proof. I didn't get proof. Everything is everything now. Years went by, time went by. You know what I'm saying? Everything is straight now. Niggas talked. It is what it is, but I never did that shit.
There are chatty patties everywhere.
That's a fact.
Right? There are chatty patties everywhere. And feel me? If you are even objective to me to think that maybe Hazey wasn't the ultimate villain, then you may have got put in the bubble at the time for not just riding on the grain of fuck that nigga. It is what it is. For the people I love that really fuck with me, that's here for a reason, you know I got y'all niggas. But yeah, I'm sure. You're not the only person I've heard that about. And it's not really, it ain't no deep thing. It's just Facebook. It's just Facebook being objective about the subject. You ain't pick a side.
Okay, as far as objectivity, this is one thing I gotta say. And I've said this to you privately, but I gotta say it again, man. I feel like as far as like your legacy lives in infamy.
It does.
And I feel like in a very short amount of time, it was transferred from promise of somebody that has wild potential to somebody that is living in infamy and battle rap. And now niggas want to jump on the bandwagon and ridicule and emasculate because of something that they've seen that they don't have any context to. Now, personally, I've said this to you. I say, yo, there are some things that you've done in your battle rap career or in battle rap where you don't deserve. There's niggas just jumping on the bandwagon because you are you, and they and certain niggas is in positions of power and influence where they want to kick you while you down. However,
there's negativity that's warranted.
However, you are not guilt free. There are also things that you did where you deserve the karma that has come to you.
I agree.
But I will say that I don't think that everything that's come to you is a part of that karma. Some of that shit is just unwarranted. So it's like, yo, yeah,
Based on
it's like
somebody else's.
you've been shot in the foot and shot yourself in the foot at the same time.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Do I have to be on record saying I understand I played my part? At the end of the day, it's still just battle rap that went too far. And I played my part within it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I've worn mine. Like, we bring up the 2K thing, right? We're all from Hartford. We're all nice. And notice how all of us in this room may be from different places, but we all know this.
Yeah, sure.
Imagine being home. So when this shit is happening, I'm still home.
Mm-hmm.
I still gotta go outside and go where I gotta go. I still gotta see who I gotta see. I still have to be me.
Yeah.
Right. Man, you can't win a fight with the internet, bro.
Yeah. Undefeated.
Hell no.
Undefeated.
You can't win a fight with the internet.
Diamond gloves, nigga.
At a certain point of the chain and the name and everything it is, it became fighting ghosts. You can't beat the internet.
Nah, they undefeated.
You hear me?
They really are.
So give them honesty. Give them what it was. Y'all take from it what it was. But this is what it was. Feel me? From my shoes. Yo.
But that's also a testament to who you are and the impact you made on the culture, because for the unwarranted shit, for them to do that is because they know you've done enough to be a name that they can make a name for themselves also.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's where it turns full circle. And this is even in no disrespect to them. But where I stood when all this shit started, and where Lex stood compared to where Lex stand now to where I am now, it could almost look like a straight flip.
You got it.
It could look like a straight flip. Down to the league he is in control of.
Right.
But me and him are also from that era of where battles can take spots.
Mm-hmm.
Which it happened now, but it don't happen like it happened then. You can really lose a battle and lose a spot for real.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Hey man. You gotta wear that. I gotta wear. I played that way. Feel me?
Okay. So, my bad, cut you off. So, with Lex acquiring with iBattle, you going through the whole thing with the infamy, you know what I'm saying? When now you fully turned on your head as far as battle rap, the culture goes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
As far as how they associate your name and what they put you next to. Your name being changed on the iBattle channel from Hazey Williams. Everything that you put payment for on the iBattle channel. Your name Hazey Williams has been turned into Rainbow Princess.
I was wild.
So every battle, he got a 65,000 view battle with E-Ness. And if you look for it, it's E-Ness versus Rainbow Princess. Now, when Lex acquired iBattle, it was changed because of whatever personal situation that they have.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
another catch point.
So-
another Facebook post. No, I remember
When
the
that
exact
happened.
moment he changed it. No, because I remember the exact moment he changed it.
All right.
Literally the exact Facebook moment he changed it. us being on another post,
Yeah.
and every time I speak, you gotta speak now. See, now you feel like you got the one up. We battled, the cute shit happened, so you're pulling for it. Every time I speak, you speak. I say you already brought my lead from me, what else do you want? He took that very wrong. However he took that, he didn't like that. He didn't take kindly to that, right? And he changed the names at that very moment. That very moment. I remember this. This ain't.
This after the footage came out, the chain footage.
Yes.
So this is like what, 2018?
Go for it. I don't care what you. The chain footage was out. We were on a Facebook post. I said, bro, you already brought my lead. What else do you want? Then go to disrespect. Started through the exchange on Facebook.
Yeah.
And there go the name change. And it's been that since. That exchange triggered that. And it's been that. I don't know if that's something he sat on, or maybe we could do this and this was just the moment, well, I'm going to do it. I don't know nothing about nothing like that. Hey, boy, I don't see you like that. We only exchange on Facebook for real. And that's how it happened.
I'm gonna say that's
Yo.
Yeah, I disagree with that, man.
That's corny.
I disagree with that.
That's legit how that happened.
Like,
that's how that day played out.
That's crazy. It's like your legacy was changed.
Guess what? The same groups we're talking about, for maybe a steady couple of months, they said we ain't fucking with iBattle. Then they got quiet. Then iBattle came back.
Yeah.
It's a new crowd. It's new people in that group.
Yeah.
And we run with it. But the people at the time also said that was corny because that one just really is corny.
That's corny.
I remember there was some backlash.
That's corny shit.
I remember there was some
that one's
backlash for
corny.
that. Yeah, I remember.
As
See?
a grown man, that's some corny shit to do.
My shit with the chain snippet is, though you put out the snippet and that's fucked up, you know what narrative you're running with,
That's cool.
but there's fully a battle attached to that you have. Just give them. You could have just given them that.
It's available. That's why we plugged it. Like the audio, if you don't see the battle, the audio is on the
Really want to hear it.
Alright, so you got 40,000 views on the chain video if you up and low in that 15 seconds, right? That shit would have come out within that battle. They would have watched it. All these other little media people would have grabbed it and done the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you give them the full battle? Because maybe after the full battle plays out, it don't look that. Maybe, feel me?
It looked like two friends having
A disagreement.
Yeah, and that's what it truly was. Yeah.
In a room full of friends having a disagreement.
Yeah.
So imagine everything that nobody understands the circumstances.
And
but
everybody in the room watching it is familiar with each other.
friends. Lex isn't in the room.
Nobody got no malice intent towards nobody. Like everything is everything. Yeah.
Nobody that staff for iBattle that uploaded that footage was in that room that night. Nobody that's currently staff for iBattle was in that room that night. That was legit iBattle worldwide, iBattle Connecticut, iBattle this battle happened, and when so-and-so sold league, and I don't know if he understood selling the discography, selling the catalog, but sold that with it. And they had it and they did what they did with it. It looked edited. The footage looks edited. So, yeah, it looked like the battle's there.
Nah, I feel like when it comes down to that, I think I told you like off the podcast as well. There was a lot of like bully moments when it came to that based on like what they had control of, right? So I feel like that's the only one. So on that standpoint, right? So on that standpoint right there, we're about to take an intermission real quick, right? Throughout this time, we're gonna come back to the same thing, though. I want you to kind of talk about, again, within the chain process itself, right? Just that part itself. What maybe you would have done differently, if anything. You know what I mean? Just in that process alone. Not your career, just in the process where everything that happened from the moment that your chain got taken, to, not your chain, but the chain got taken, his chain, you feel me? To the moment that, you know what I'm saying, you actually started battling again after the footage, after they got, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get right back into that, bro. Like, you know, I-95, man. Sawyer don't got a head. See, Baldwin. Happy birthday, young.
We got the 3-parter right here.
Shit, yeah.
Man, yes, podcast, your boy Eon I-95. I'm shaped like the third NBA Finals trophy that Michael Jordan won. That's why I get it, third Michael Jordan trophy. Like, I'm trying to be like you, bro.
T-Ball, nigga. Let's go. So, boom, where we left off, we was talking about the video release, the chain snatching.
Right.
That sounds crazy.
It does.
But,
right.
you see, without context,
The non-your chain snatching.
Yes.
you had your
Yes.
friend's chain, he took it off because he said don't wear it. But
Snatch
y'all was
it.
friends. So boom,
Snatch it.
we moved into the King of the Dot unbiased review group shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Basically came down to
Right.
you defending yourself.
And it probably,
battle rap as a person.
You know what?
They was talking nasty.
Yeah, man.
definitely was
That shit was not. That shit wasn't just battle rap, bro. They was talking
Nah,
on
so
some
you
like they
gotta-
was talking about.
When they catch you,
You
kill
gotta,
you.
you gotta understand something. The only people I actually know
Yeah.
are the people from Connecticut.
Okay.
Lex is a part of the puzzle, but you're not from Connecticut. You weren't in our mix.
Mhm.
I don't know you. I don't. Certain things that I took personally probably came across a lot more personal than the people I actually know. You
Yeah.
feel me? You can't beat the internet. So yes, when shit happened, I'm wilding out. I'm not at the world watching all this shit happen. Everybody talking. Everybody got something negative to say. You can't beat the internet. I don't know these people. These people weren't around me. The people who were around me, that were around me, are not even close to the people talking shit. You can't catch an E. Farrell like that talking shit for real, for real. There's just certain pieces,
Yeah.
it's just nothing to say.
So where did your discrepancy with City Towers originate from?
City's just friends with everybody else. That's just it. City don't have, you know what, let me not say that. City will say, and this is still listening to his round and other interviews,
Okay.
City will say that the battle in Miami that I didn't get on a flight for is something that could have happened to where he dislikes me. Because he was also on that card. We're both from Connecticut, and me not going, he decided not to go. So now he'll say that because I pulled out. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Personally, I don't feel like I got a specific reason to say me and City have a problem. Your problem isn't your problem, it's their problem. Their problem is this man's problem. And just let it go of the ladder. And the top of the ladder is just a Lex, and a Q off of my encounters with Gage when I first started.
Yeah. What I think is like, I think you and City's issue, it stems from battle rap, but I feel like where City brings it to is on some man shit.
Okay.
That's where the line gets drawn.
He brings his discrepancy with you from it originates in battle rap, but then he challenges you
So,
as far as I seen as a man. You know what I'm saying?
aside from me and City being both,
So that's why I'm asking if y'all like as men y'all got like real fucking
no, we don't. We don't. If he feel like that, he feel like that because of my dealings with others, and that's how he feel about it, and that's how he chooses to give that up. Feel me? At the end of the day, me and City were around certain people and around the same people to an extent in battle rap that it's just a certain place me and City ain't no time with each other. So whatever. He's gonna, feel me? He's gonna be City because City's loud. City's always been loud. He's gonna be vocal when he talk. The nigga's vocal. And if he don't fuck with me, he just not gonna fuck with me. But nah, it ain't no. I can't say it's some personal. Yo, me and this shit happened. Now I don't fuck with that nigga City. Nah. No. That's not.
alright. Makes sense, you know what I'm saying? But there's three sides to every story, man. And that's what a lot of this, man. Of course, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Anybody involved that, you know, we're name dropping because we're not fucking sugarcoating nothing. We keeping it the fuck real. Niggas being transparent, niggas being honest.
You know what nobody noticed, yeah? Lex the only one I publicly dish.
That you publicly.
That I publicly dish. Lex is the only one I publicly dish. You don't see me diss Q. Aside from being booked with City and having talked into capacity, yo, it's just it's spirits in this room. It is what it is. You feel me? But aside from speaking in the capacity of me and City being booked, you don't see me diss City. The only person you see me talk about is Lex. And it's solely off of my name not saying my name on battles. And just the full battle not being out. You own the footage, so you got the clip of the chain. I get it. Just throw the full context out there and let them have it.
But don't make a decision at that point.
And let them
So,
fall.
how has that affected you? Like the name change and the video coming out, has it affected your bookings or?
At home, no.
Okay.
At home, no. In effect, no booking whatsoever. I feel confidently I can get booked in New England.
Okay.
Outside of New England, maybe it's psychological, right? So I've been booked for Gates of the Garden 3 times this year. Granted, battles that fell through, they've backed out for whatever reason. I was booked to be on them sleeves. I've reached out to We Go Hard and known that if I want to film me, it's an option. So, or certain people within We Go Hard. So let me not say that, because I know they're family. So I want to be very clear with that. Like, feel me? But maybe it's psychological and I counted myself out more than I should have. Because if I can reach out to a Dre and get booked, or I can reach out to a Troy Martin and try to see what's good with a card, and it's a go, then what's telling me that it's affected my business to that extent? Of course, negativity affects business. Feel me? Not in that high regard. It's a different, what was the word you said I lived through within battle rap?
Infamy.
Yeah, different infamy that I'm living through right now. But I can still get booked. And I can still get booked on leagues that is worth something. So, yeah.
So since all of that happened, the chain video comes out.
Right.
You're falling out with Lex, but even though that's before the chain video and shit, you fell out. He purchased iBattle. He changes your name on catalogs and shit.
Yeah.
So
The moves are brilliant. In the art of war,
yes,
the moves are brilliant.
I absolutely fucking agree. I absolutely agree.
I wish I knew I was in that war. For what it is, for whoever played a part within that war, I wish I knew I was in it. I wish I knew that's what that was. Feel me?
I look at it like this. Like, okay, I feel like in hip hop there were a couple things that were detrimental to certain beefs or
Right.
MCs. Like you got John 50. I compare this to that.
Right.
The way that you were tore down, because it wasn't necessarily that Lex had to go hard or Q or any of these people had to go hard against you.
Right.
Once it's out there, everybody else is going to take it from there.
Open to interpretation.
Right? So just like with Ja Rule, 50 opened the gate, everybody just viewed Ja's corny, his music has the credibility, it just was what it was. Now, on the lighter side, but not necessarily light, but on the lighter side than that, in the future, about 10, 12 years later, you got Drake and Meek Mill. Because Meek got it too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got somebody that's up a certain kind of level, they might do something that could distort their own image or stunt their growth by talking or being involved in something, making the wrong decision, and then they just get, you know what I'm saying, put on Front Street.
Right.
So it fucks up their trajectory and shit like that. Even though like Meek still remained rich, he still was making money. He wasn't, his career ain't get fucked up, but as far as his public image with that situation, it fucked him up. So just like what I'm saying, to bring that back down to the foundation, the basis, with you, it didn't necessarily fuck up like who you was as a rapper. You could still compete. But as far as your image and how you were looked at and solidarity, you know what I mean? It damaged you. So, wait, so how did that, moving into 2019, 2020, you know what I'm saying? Like as you picked up the pieces because I feel like you took a hiatus from like 2017, 2018 from really battle rapping. It might have been a couple years you just chilled. So coming back into the new era, how did that affect you? How they looked at you, how they treated you?
Being so engulfed in battle rap, so consistent, like jumping off the porch and it really was started and then stopped until that moment and then I stopped. Right?
Yeah.
Getting to live life again. Like enjoying life. Like I'd be a fool not to say life is kind of more fun and just a lot smoother when the toxicity of battle rap and what battle rap just is for artists in it is not involved. Life is a lot smoother, it really is. I'd imagine being high up in battle rap come with certain perks, so it's worthwhile. But if you're not up there, it comes with a lot of bullshit to deal with in a regular day, right? So I got to live life, bro. I chill. I like really focus on Chris. Everybody got Hazey. Everybody got a thought about Hazey, know this about Hazey. I got to see people I ain't think I have my back. I got to see people I ain't think cross me. Feel me? Now I just focus on me. What am I gonna do out there? I couldn't even tell you why I'm still out here. If I'm being 100 with you, because the way battle rap is set up now, we are generations within battle rap now. Yes. Talk about my trajectory, there were a lot of people in my trajectory over the years. That trajectory was fucked up for whatever reason or another. So it's a blessing just to be within our region, still somebody.
Yeah, man.
Feel me? Still that infamy means something.
Yeah.
Because it's just, it's foul, bro. To what you believe about it.
So let me ask you. You've been booked for a lot of battles over the past decade, right?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, when we talked about it, you no-showed battles. So if you no-show in the battle, what is the reason why you're no-showing the battle, or you don't show up, or why? And then if you get booked again, like how is that relationship with the league owner and shit?
Being honest, bro. 99.9% of the time, it's A or B. It is A, you are not ready, or B, something about how you make your income within your real life.
Okay.
It's preventing you from being there that day.
Okay.
And that's normally what it is, whether nobody want to say it or not. There have been a couple times I wasn't ready and I didn't do it. Granted, some of those situations rappers talk about, but the leagues know I called them and told them what was up, and it just is what it is. Though it's unfortunate, business once here you were ready. Feel me? And then there are other moments, you bring up Q, where egos and pride play a part of shit, and it's like, fuck niggas. And then they make it worse, because who booked it is family, so I'm burning no one, bro. You know I don't like him, you know he don't like me. You knew it was a long shot booking in him.
So for the Q battle, you sent the money back?
So I got his money back. Bro, that's why I said when I walked off on Q, the legit is the only thing I'm bothered by Q to this day, because I don't have a grudge with Q, is that it's certain things about what happened that you know the full truth to, that you'll let the lie go because you don't fuck with me and the lie you're doing dirty. But you know that's not the shot. That's the only thing I hold to where I dislike someone. That's it. Bangs, I don't know why I don't. For real. Like if Bang sat where you sitting or he's sitting and we talked about it, it'll be a lot of new information to me as to how he took in whatever bothered him about me. Same go for everybody else who saw me around. Take Jeff, all of them to this day. We haven't had the conversations. They never happen. These moments that you would expect to hear about just haven't happened. But I do know me and Lex over the years, and we're friends, so it gets all again. We'll let it run. That's really what that shit is.
So,
to me.
What you respect, being a veteran, in the region and having battles booked over and over again, what's your process like as far as writing, your prepping process? Like, you got to be in a certain kind of mood. You got to smoke first. Do you need a month? Do you need a couple days? Nah, I'm just saying, like, yo, everybody got a ritual. Some niggas need to be drunk to write bars. You know what I'm saying? You know, and they might, like, a nigga like me, I need a month minimum for me to cook for real.
The concepts come on the road, the bars come when I really finally sit down and lock it. But the concepts come on the road. Little patterns, little ideas, that's all the passing. It's when I finally sit down, though I'm sitting down later than I should sometimes. But when I sit down is when I fill in the blanks with the actual bars. Like, yeah. The process, oh shit. Yo, finding motivation nowadays is different. Different. And alright, so the chain to play a part, the name change to play a part, the level of competition to play a part. Battle rap has changed over the years as I've gone through my bullshit within battle rap. It all plays a part, so it's like, might have kept battling because I was driven to say I ain't going out like this. Fuck this, I ain't about to, this ain't the last note I'm about to do. So finally accepted, you're not going to beat the internet. You really got to come to terms with certain shit. You give your truth, let them organically take what they take from that. Man, now it's just riding on fumes, bro. This shit is monopolized. It's like its own little industry.
Yeah.
In a subsection of hip hop, which is a bigger industry. Man, do you know what that's really like? These are talent auditions to me now. I don't look at certain events like battle events anymore. Yes, they're battle events, but
Talent auditions.
bro,
That's interesting.
the process to get to one of these bigger leagues now. Tell me how a new artist is broken in the King of the Town. Tell me how a new artist is broken into the URL.
To me, it's good footage and cosign.
Yeah, but let's say you start that journey today. It may be 2 years from now where they see the footage that was captured today for your audition.
I can't necessarily agree with that. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I can't necessarily agree with that because in the era that you come up in and the era that I became active in, it was a much harder process to get a ground zero, to get a fucking proving ground, to get to the stages that you got to with the work and the experience that you got to. Now you can have now you can have 2 good battles, maybe 3 good battles, great showings, and now a league is placing you in front of a name that's at that level. Or you could get on We Go Hard. Or you can get on a Crucible or something like that. When it's like, bro, you had to be seasoned to a degree. Back then.
That is come in waves over time.
Yeah.
That come in waves over time. So there have been certain moments and times and certain years throughout this whole picture where they have believed in the younger artists enough to say we just gonna throw you to the wolves in competition. Every single one wasn't built the same way. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
So it was extremely hard where I'm coming from. Where you actually had to be nice and competitive and sell yourself, hence the blogging, and just the whole. If you wanted to be something, you already had to be a star before being a star.
Yeah.
You feel me? Before the machine that worked for you, like you had to already kind of be there because the stars were already there. They are the pieces, the investing blocks of battle rap. We know who they are, goes without saying, and they were there. And yeah, that's what you're competing on. I battle like the people that watch me battle on so-and-so league ain't watch me battle on my battle.
It's a fact.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The reason why Unbiased Review Group plays so much into my trajectory in battle rap is because of the same way it bit me in the ass when I'm beefing with people, it's the same way it got me to the PG. It's the same way battling the prez and them taking notice to that and tagging so and so and making it 1,000 comment posts just to, you know, grab that attention from somebody. Did. Man, this shit was beautiful. Battle rap was beautiful, and it was hard for everybody.
Back then.
It's probably the easiest now if you have no footage.
Ever.
No footage.
Ever. It's the easiest it's ever been now.
Listen to me.
To get.
If you have no footage,
man.
no footage, and you've been rapping for years, go lock yourself in a room and find you, and decide when it's time to pop out. I promise you, it's very easy. I promise you, it's very easy. You just gotta find it. Don't learn it as you battle. Find it and pop out with it.
Yo, I'm all shy, bro.
Young gold.
20,
Get it?
22, you
Young old.
Young old.
Young gold.
Young gold.
2022, man. I'm gonna be outside.
You know this out of
Me and Mike Street are actually doing a 2-on-2 against somebody. 2022. Don't take a
Speaking
second.
of evil out there,
I got you. What you mean, bro? I got you on camera saying that, bro. That shit documented. Yeah.
I'm
that
retired
shit
from that
documented.
already.
Yeah, shut your neck. That shit
No, you ain't.
I'm retired.
That shit
The third
documented.
one
You shot me
coming.
on camera, yo. Hey,
Nigga had me out here snapping in the public.
What do you mean?
Take little see, but the difference. Listen,
I snapped in
you
public
taking
and I snapped in
yourself,
public.
you taking yourself a different level of serious
You
now.
about to go again.
That's
No,
my
I'm
song.
saying,
time.
I snapped in public and then I snapped in public. I'm not
You got
bad
like
like that.
He's saying he retired, but this nigga, his level of discipline and focus and dedication and determination is different now than it was 4 years ago. So there's different. If there's a purpose and intent to what he's gonna do, if he's ever gonna battle rap again, it's gonna mean something different. So he's gonna treat the process
That's a
more.
fact.
He's gonna respect it more.
So battle
there's
rap
a
now
difference.
is the entertainment. It's the entertainment industry, right?
What? You got niggas doing Stone Cold Slummers,
Timing is everything. So it matters.
Go on fire or do magic
Niggas got
tricks.
one time to try to Stone Cold stun me in a battle and it's up for real.
So
Pedigree.
It's up for
let me
real.
ask y'all a question, a real battle rap question. Does consistency even matter anymore if you're not already established? I mean,
I want to
if
say
you
no.
are not already a star, right?
It's a cult thing.
Do you
Absolutely
have
not,
to be
'cause it's
consistently good when we know one moment can make you? Can the moment that makes you be a calculated point
No.
that I just shut up for 2 years and pop back out? Oh shit, it was that one.
It's like yes and no. It's like no for the fact that it shouldn't be
Because
enough, but it's like yes for the fact that it's like shit. We know what you can do,
You know what's crazy?
and it's been a few years, and you know what I'm saying. Like so, it's like
Yeah,
it's weird.
'cause-
It's tough. It's tough.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna say the consistency don't matter, and I'm gonna tell you why. You're right. The moments do make you. I've only battled twice.
Right.
My first battle, I did my thing. My second battle, I was not prepared, and I snapped like I was doing this on camera. Haven't stepped in battle since. If I go back to 413 right now, everybody's gonna show up to see if I'm good again. That moment of me not being good after being good is gonna make everybody come out. It doesn't matter that I haven't touched a battle rap scene in 4 years, like he said, 4 years. Only battled twice,
Right.
and in 4 years I was just like, yeah, fuck all that shit. But if I decide, hey, 413, Voorhees, I want battle, then I'm like, oh hell yeah, come on. And niggas gonna come out because they remember
They having
this.
the tournament right now.
They remember this. Me doing this because I couldn't remember my rounds.
They having the tournament right now. For $4,000.
Oh, I did that on camera. I did that.
As my man's right here, you heard what he said.
And I'm this guy.
I said they having the tournament right now for $4,000.
$4,000.
That's not $4,100.
$4,130.
I was wrong again.
$13 or $30?
Oh shit,
It's two- it's two-
4130.
I would have needed to know about this a long time ago. I'm not prepped for no shit.
Now you got
like
about a
that.
And it's September 3rd, so
You got
Hey,
a month.
listen here, if you waive my entry fee, you can have it. The realest nigga ever. No, I will give you nothing, but I will come try to take everything.
Feel you.
Here we go. Other than that, so you better win that money.
Now, you ain't tournament, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you better that fucking tournament, like,
That's all on the rail.
Cause let's keep it real.
Go ahead.
If I take it serious, this is the only person I gotta worry about.
I'm
and I don't want to
Say you're not taking it serious.
I gotta, man,
What?
this is what I've been asking for, man. So the prepping process, for performing and shit, I'm gonna be a fucking 100%. Solid.
I am. What is happening right now?
Earth, man.
Yo, why you in his ear like
You know
that?
what I'm saying? Like,
Trying to figure out what's
I didn't like
happening
that.
right now.
I didn't like that at all.
I said I'll shoot somebody before his battle
But why would
if I need to.
Why would you do that? Like, that's crazy.
Why you
God did.
Nice one. I only said it because I don't need to.
Okay, keep rapping.
Keep going, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
Time!
so boom.
Word.
You supposed to be retiring soon.
Huh?
You supposed to be retiring soon?
It's not doing that.
What
bro.
is that?
I thought you was gonna take on this battle that fell through, and you was gonna retire. Like,
Wow.
You can never retire from this craft.
Yeah.
So I can never call that retirement.
okay.
Plenty of people chill out, we take a break, we focus on life, come back anew. Hey, maybe the retiring, those are very strong words. That says you're never coming back, you'll never,
That's a
feel me?
Abba.
That's what that says.
Abba.
And I won't say that.
Because people who love the art, if it's a worthy play, they always gonna come back.
Right.
Always.
So with all we discussed in your past, your legacy, your resume,
Right.
what would be your ideal situation right now in 2022? Like, if you can have things your way, if there was somebody you want to battle, people you want to battle, or a way you wanted things to go, like, how would you where would you place yourself? Would you place yourself in a URL tournament? Would you place yourself against this person because that's just how you feel, that you want to challenge yourself? Like, if you could have things ideally your way in battle rap right now, where would you place yourself?
I would just pop out at particular points in time and make moments. Almost on some Stark Industries, right? Some Marvel shit, right? Kang the Conqueror, word. And this is what's coming. So y'all will see this in the coming years. But Kang the Conqueror, I would just pop out in moments in time and rap shit and go back about my quest for dominance and life as a whole. Because there's no point in giving something like this that much consistency in time where I am, and I've already done this. This experience isn't necessarily going to get exciting for me again until I experience something new.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like, it's only been so many times you could put me in a bigger tank. It's still the bigger tank I discovered 10 years ago. Feel me? So yeah, like, bro, I'd be hard pressed. It would stuff like Midnight Madness when it was something. I don't know what's going on with it now.
Yeah, it seems like it's a
Little teeters in the culture where it just shifts and this is exciting. That sort of thing. That's ideal. Hey, I'll leave at something like that really seems like it's moving energy. But guess what battle rap is as a whole? No, this is not for me. This is for the new generation to build themselves and brand themselves. Because fair enough and respectfully, I've had my moment. I had my moment as far as this region goes. As far as where we are in this ground, I've crossed this ground. Make y'all so it could be a y'all and a me and then. Bro, that's the only way I can look at it in this one. Because a lot of this is glass ceiling. Once you get to a certain point in battle rap, it ain't nowhere else to take it but check to check. And that's a harsh reality. But that's like working a 9 to 5 and living check to check. There's nowhere else to take it. Like,
Before we check out, bro, I feel like we focused a lot on, and it was your story. You feel me? Like it was.
there was so much negativity.
Absolutely.
Understand though, there is so much.
Nah, it was a story that had to be told though. You feel me?
This is true, but I did get that. So we said he went to Smack, he went to RB, but we ain't talking about it at all. this is all brilliance that's occurred within all the bullshit we're talking about.
Yeah.
Me to
Success,
name
exactly.
a street status in a block city, brilliance within this big story of bullshit we're talking about, right? It's really incredible. It could be part 4 and part 5. I won't be here for it. But it's a lot of shit, man. It's a lot of stories, though. We're just focused on the issue at hand, I said. Do you know how I felt battling in Black Star, nigga? Like, for real? Let alone I'm battling for smack during a Summer Madness weekend. I'm battling in Black Star while doing it. I'm looking across the room and there's Beasley and there's Smack standing across the room watching the event. It's different moments and experiences. Battle rap is experiencing. It really is. This culture is something special.
Right. See, when it comes to that, those experiences that you learn in battle rap, outside of that right now, going into future Hazey right now, you know what I mean? Like, Chris, if anything.
Right.
What are you taking from battle rap into an actual music career that you can sit back and teach another battle rapper right now that wants to break out of that?
Make every shot count. Make every shot count. Hence, don't get on that court until you're ready to shoot that shot. Make every shot count. Because your first 1 to 2 literally can make or break you and take you somewhere special if you make them special. Right? Anybody that jump out the window with it, you learn it in hindsight. Yo, I could have focused on this one moment and been something different. That's 1. And 2 actually comes from this nigga right here.
The bald one?
The bald one.
Damn.
When this nigga told me, don't waste your voice. Don't waste your voice.
Coming from the bowl.
Yo, for those of us that are talented in this and really exceed expectation in this and peak in this, we have a voice, we have a certain way of talking, going about things where we can touch on a lot of things and we don't because it's so marginalized to certain content, right? And the world's bigger than that.
Way bigger.
And we have yet to see how people age in battle rap. So I'd imagine how I feel about certain content now compared to 22 me, compared to 42 me when that shit rolled around the corner, and so on and so forth. Don't waste your voice, because I take that very differently.
That's so fun.
Right.
And before we log off, my final question, bro, because again we focused on everything else that was going on. What's going on next? What can we expect from Hazey next? Chris, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever you're doing next, bro, whether it's music, whether it's singing.
No food questions.
Dinner is
We're gonna go eat after this anyway.
Dinner is just now, I'm pretty sure.
We're gonna go eat after this is what it is.
No, in all honesty, bro, I want to focus on not music a bit. I guess it's music. It's more therapy for me. My music is about to be therapeutic for me because I'm not making it for anyone. Like, you brought up bullying and just all that bullshit, all that cyberbullying. Now I can go vent. So I'm not really worried about battle rap in that capacity to gotta sway and bang. And that's a hard thing to let go of. Like, that's the hard part. Letting go of this shit is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I could have moved on from it all, but I can't tell so-and-so. And I can't tell them to be okay with it now or later. They gotta come to terms with shit that happened when they come to terms with shit. So no, we good. There'll be music, there'll be Broadway, there'll be poetry, there'll be outings.
We're gonna get a Hazen C. Williams singing album as well, right?
And now he's back focused on recording music. There will be a Hazey Williams and Mike Streeter collaboration.
With Eon I-95 doing the hook, you already know
The new Fat Boys is coming.
Yeah, all the
new Fat Boys.
The new Fat Boys is
and
coming.
the bald one engineering it.
The new Fat Boys is coming.
Yeah, we outside, bro.
Shout out to the world.
Nah, Hazey, not. That's real shit, bro.
What you
Before
say?
we sign
Shout out
off,
to the
Hazey.
order reviews. That's the Fat Boys movie.
Hazey, I really appreciate you for coming up here.
Word.
Sharing your story on the road. Like we all family here, like you know what I'm saying? But it's also like the fact that you're not just talking to us. Talking to us is a different fact than talking in front of all these cameras. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you doing this for my platform. Like heavy, bro. This is like on camera, off camera. I really appreciate it.
And this is a story that's never been told before.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? And all these years, no side has been told. The opposition side from him or his side. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's spoken about it. It's just been
Right.
unfolding. So, you know what I'm saying? To have at least one piece of context is a blessing. Somebody else can tell their side, they can tell
I
their
wanted
side.
to know again, bro. I'm not from this city, bro. Sort of understand what's going on afterwards. You know what I mean? Like this is my friend, regardless of the fact. So this story could have came out to be in some fuck shit, and I'd be like, yo, I don't fuck with his business decisions as a battle rapper. Chris, my guy. You feel me? Like that kind of thing. But I like to sit here and say that at the end of the day, bro, I understand his side on things.
Word, word.
He completely acknowledges where he was wrong, and that's where his fire at, because a lot of people are going to come up here and just talk about what the controversy was on it. But he mentioned the controversy and mentioned where he fucked up at, where he could have done differently, and where they at now, and that's where I find real fire about this boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, Hazey, once again, bro, I really appreciate you coming up here, sharing this story, bugging out with us, writing us up on the heart for Bravo. Having more hair than Sawyer. Like, at the end of the day, bro, I know body. Having more hair than Sawyer is crazy, right?
So what's the name?
That's all.
One of the best decisions in my life.
Shamiz?
It's cool. He got more titties than me.
Holy shit.
Titties.
I feel attacked. You need to
Right. Thank you, Hazey.
You get a fat
You thought you were saying, fucking if I had. Anyway, man, it's your boy EO995, man. We got Hazey C. Williams in the motherfucking building, man. Hazey C. Williams, man. C. Williams. The fucking guy, B. And if you don't fucking know, you better do your fucking Googles right now before I slap your fucking phone out your hand. Bro, I'll knock you the fuck out, bro. I ain't even mad, bro. I'll knock you the fuck out in front of your mother, you heard?
Word.
And Sawyer right behind me with a two mic right there,
This
too.
nigga love him.
Body, you
This is
heard?
Miley,
I'm
my
so
dude.
fucking angry! But anyway, man, it's your boy EO995. One more time, YaooItzaPodcast. The boldest person on earth right next to me, Hazey C. Williams.
Y'all media supports everything that is being said by the Savage section. You know how they be like, yo, we don't double that message. You know what I'm saying? When they be like, we don't sponsor that message. We sponsor all those messages, bro. Anything the Savage section says is right with me, bro.